job. And, you know, you got to give him a chance. And so we'll see. We'll see how next year goes, and we're all excited for it. I know all the Florida fans are.
No, I think the draft has been, the recruiting. I call it a draft too, right?
You got to look at it like the draft now, right?
Yeah, it's been incredible for what he's been able to do this year, especially with what happened last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
To finish to end with a top 3 class, or we're projected to finish with a top 3 class, is absolutely massive. And you were part of some incredible recruiting classes as well too. How close are you to the organization right now? And again, you're liking what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And we talked with Major about this earlier, just kind of being patient with Coach Napier. Are you on that same boat?
Of course. We've seen it with University of Florida before. You know, and history always repeats itself. When Urban Meyer came in and he brought those 2 recruiting classes back-to-back that were top recruiting classes in the country, I think we've seen a University of Florida go from a mediocre team into a championship team. And I think Coach Napier can do the same thing. If you have back-to-back recruiting classes with the top guys and those guys come in and they perform the way you recruited them, I think University of Florida is going to be right back in the conversations, you know, fighting for another national championship.
I couldn't agree more. I think that the class that's coming in, I mean, people are talking about like 2024, 2025. That looks like it could be something special. I do want to talk to you, Swamp Kings.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much you can say, what you can't say, what you want to say, but I'm going to ask questions and you go what you can.
Yeah, well, we had an opportunity to be more involved with it.
Okay.
We actually turned it down just because, you know, in our mind we just wanted to, you know, more of the guys that were involved there to be involved. You know, like Coach Charlie Strong should have been involved. Steve Adazio should have been involved.
Okay.
And if Percy Hardman's not involved, there's no way that we can do anything about a national championship team. And so I feel like, you know, those guys did a great job for the, you know, the platform that they had, and we really enjoyed it. The part series, we really enjoyed it. We watched it. We had a party down at our distillery for it. But I think that was just set up for another one. Hopefully there's another one here to come, and we have, you know, a lot of the core guys, especially from that 2006 team, like Reggie Nelson, Chris Leak, you know, just a lot of guys that weren't involved in it. I hope that this next go around, that all those guys get involved, and we can kind of make this thing special. Really about what took place in those 4 years, that 4-year period.
That's very interesting. Again, at Swamp Kings too, and it's cool to hear because again, we saw a lot, but you definitely left wanting more. So there was a lot of stuff that you feel that, hey, there's a whole other story that could be told to tell about how great this team is and what made it special.
Well, we've seen the bright side of it. Let's see the dark side of it. Let's talk about some of the stuff that happened, you know, during our time there, and we'll see how it goes.
Can you elaborate on it a little bit? Can you give us a little teaser to Swamp Kings too?
Well, I mean, you know our team, man. We had a bunch of animals on that team. And
yeah.
It was during a time period where, you know, a lot of stuff was, you know, the world was different at the time. You know,
sure.
And it shines a different light now. But I just say that, you know, all that stuff that happened during our time there, and the fact that we were able to prevail and win a championship with all the stuff that was going on, I just feel like it's something that should be talked about. And, you know, every championship team isn't just, you know, all the good boys that go out there and win and do everything the right way. And, you know, we were able to have a team that was a lot of different personalities, that had a lot of stuff going on outside of football, and was able to put all that behind us while we're on the football field and to build something special and win a championship with that team. And I think that's a lot of, you know, I applaud Alabama because, you know, they won championships in a stretch where it was like, man, wow, that's crazy, like what they did. But the guys that we had on our football team, that group that we had with the 06 recruiting class, and then the guys that were left over from that Ron Zook era, and then now you add in the 07 recruiting class, man, that's just something that where we had a lot of stuff going on outside of football, and we were still able to go out there and still play football and win. And so
I
think it's just a different story to tell. You know, I think people, it's a better sell.
So in a sense, kind of like, if I'm wrong, let me know, but it's not as sunshine as roses as the original Swamp King made it seem.
Oh, yeah. I say, so the part 2, I say you get the other side of it, you know,
okay.
The side that everybody really wants to hear. I mean, we all know that Tebow was the golden boy, and he did everything right, and Urban Meyer was a great coach, but how did you manage all that with the guys that you had on your football team?
Because I think Rainey kind of talked a little bit about that, kind of where you guys, wherever part of the teams come from.
I mean, we led the NCAA in arrests, and I mean, you know, you kind of know, you know, we were young kids that, and we had a lot of guidance, but man, we were young kids trying to grow up on our own.
Sure.
So we made a lot of mistakes together, but the fact that we were able to make all those mistakes and still go out there and win football games, like, it was amazing. I
think that's the biggest thing too, man. Like, that's what people kind of forget. Like, you're athletes and you're playing in this big primetime television. You're on CBS, but when the TVs turn away and the cameras turn off, you're just a kid.
Yeah, just a kid, man. And it's even more magnified in the NFL. Like, you go there and you're drafted at 20 years old, and you say you're a kid that grew up like we did, you know, with nothing, and all of a sudden you're a millionaire overnight.
Sure.
And it's hard to tell yourself no. There's no one telling you what time you got to be to bed. There's no one telling you that you got to do this, do that, and you're trying to figure it out on your own. And you're like, oh, well, he's a professional football player. He should know how to be a pro. And it's like, man, by the time you figure it out, you got to been made it to your second, third contract because, man, you're a kid wasting a shit ton of money and listening to other people's advice that you're trying to figure it out on your own.
So talk about that with you. I mean, because, again, you went through that. How were you able to prevail? Because you had a successessly college career, and then you and your brother both had a successful NFL career.
I give a lot of credit to our financial advisor, Steve Voyevich, and the reason I say that is because he could have easily took advantage of us, told us yes every time we wanted to spend money, but he was a guy that's very strict on us, made us save our money, and we invested in real estate young. So instead of buying the Rolls Royces and all the stuff that we really wanted to buy, it was like, no, let's buy this apartment building. And then we seen that over our 10-year career where we're getting all this money back from all these investments that took 3 to 5 years for us to get our money back, but it paid off in the long run. And now we own stuff that you would never even imagine like us owning, like hotels and stuff, et cetera. But yeah, it's been great, man. We surround ourselves around a good team, and now while we got really involved with the alcohol company is that, man, we got bored. Real estate's not fun. Like you make money, but you can't go there on a day-to-day basis, and there's nothing to consume your schedule. And so what we did was we seen that we had the winery in the Sandusky, and we seen how much sales we had in wine and our imported business with tequila and stuff. And was like, man, you know what? Let's get involved with another brand, and we got involved with the liqueur company. The liqueur company is amazing when you think about it. It's America's only liqueur company, right? All the other liqueurs are made in Australia, Europe, all these other places, right? And we're the only mango liqueur company in the country. And so all those sales, the pitch sales was like, all right, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get involved. And then we put our image behind it, you know.
Sure.
Everything that we've done in football and what we've done in the business world was like, all right, if we can be what we did in football, make Pro Bowls, all pro, all that stuff there, why can't we do it in business? And we kind of, fed our schedule, push this liqueur company and make it big as possible now. Now we're everywhere now. We're in Total Wine. We're in Publix. Publix is a big grocery store down there. I guess you have up in Jacksonville.
I worked
at
Publix.
Perfect. It's from our hometown, Lakeland, right?
Yeah. Very familiar.
And they picked us up, and it's done really, really well. And now we have, we signed a national deal with.
And that's this bottle right here.
Yeah, that's the liqueur one. Yep. And the R&DC is our distributing company. They've done awesome by us. Been really, really good to us, and so it's blowing up, man. This is one of the ones. If you ever had anything close to it, it's like Kahlua. So if you ever had Kahlua,
yeah.
Not to say anything bad about Kahlua, but if ours just tastes better.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, it does.
No, absolutely. I mean, obviously you're going to be supporting the Pounce Brothers too. So what you
it's
support with
double
Kahlua?
whammy.
Like,
if you're in Florida and you're not supporting us, something's wrong with you.
That's a good point. Again, being the only American-made one, that's huge because it distills out of Miami, Florida. Then.
We're out of Miami, Florida. So we're down in Alapata. We're 5 blocks outside of Wynwood. And we distill everything down there, so we ain't never running out of product. We make it all ourselves.
It's fun, right?
And it's a fun process, man. And you know what? We've got people involved with the company that are childhood friends, or our significant others are part of it, and it makes the company work easy because all of us are a family and we all have the same goal, right?
Sure.
We all want to be filthy rich and stay that way, and we want to do something good with our lives.
Pass it along to your other family.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we have kids now, That's why we're here today. My kids.
Who's 55 throwing a dot?
That's my son right there. He's wearing my jersey from college.
What's he play?
He plays quarterback.
Bro, he's throwing dimes out here.
While we're on that, I want to give a major shout out to the Miramar Wolverines. Yeah, we went 10-0 this season. Now we're heading to our playoff run, and so luckily, this week was supposed to be the first round of playoffs, but they had some makeup games. So luckily, we had the makeup games. So next week we start the playoffs, and hopefully win a Super Bowl.
That's incredible, man. That's awesome. So I just became a father. He's turning a year in like 4 days,
oh,
5
yeah.
days.
So you're just getting ready.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Talk to me about that, kind of just that transition. Obviously as a father, I want to get advice, but I think it's also cool to you're transitioning into now. I mean, he's older than my kid, but how is that for you watching your son do what you did for so long?
You know what? I enjoy it so much more now. When I was playing football, I was so busy, and they grew up so fast while I was playing, right? And so now every opportunity they ask me, hey, let's go to a football game, I make sure I take them, because when they were coming to football games, they were young kids, and they're walking in, they don't even understand what's going on.
And they're watching you, right?
Yeah, and you see their personalities over the years. Like when I see my son at 1 and 2 years old, and now I see him at 10, and I see my daughter at 15, I'm like, dang, it's crazy. Like, my daughter's going to be driving next year. Like, there's stuff where I grew up so fast, didn't even realize because I was so busy focused on myself. And now I spend so much more time with my kids, man. Like, I coach my son's flag football team. I take my kids to school every morning. Like, stuff that I wanted to do while I was playing. It was just that your schedule is so difficult that you can't do it. And so it's just a little stuff for guys. Like, for us, we have all the money in the world. And we can go buy anything. We can do whatever. But that makes you happy. But the small stuff, when you have all the money in the world, is what matters the most. And, man, seeing my kids happy, being there to go sit in the football game in the stands inside of them and be a normal person. Like, for a lot of our lives, we were in the limelight. Like, we're going in back doors of places. We're sitting in suites inside of venues when we're going to watch sporting venues, and now we're just normal people. We're civilians, and we enjoy it. We enjoy it more than anything because when you don't know, you've never done it before, you're like, damn, what is it like to go to a tailgate? We always ride the buses by and smell the barbecue and see people drinking, but then you actually go sit at one and you're like, damn, no wonder everyone's having a great time.
Yeah.
Because what does it matter? Like, you're here to support your team, win, lose, or draw, but, man, I'm having the time of my life at this tailgate party, and those are the memories that you'll remember forever, so we enjoy it.
That's really cool to hear. And again, like, as a player, like, people will kind of forget. Oh, that was coming at us. Yeah. People forget that, you know, you don't really get to experience it. It just goes by so fast. And I love hearing you say that, look, we got all the money in the world, and that's happiness, but there's a level of happiness of just being able to be a part of, just be normal, right?
Yeah, just be a normal person. Be able to, so I laugh all the time because we used to go to the doctors, like, when you're sick in the NFL and you're a professional player, bro, there's like, even if you have a cold, it's like you're going in for surgery. They take you to the back door, everything's boom, boom, boom. Now we go in and we sit 45 minutes and wait for our name to get.
Whoa, hey, welcome.
And so
that part's not fun.
No, but it is for us because we never experienced like that. Because when we were doing that, we were little kids with our parents going there. You don't even remember that stuff, you know. And then you go back now and you're sitting there. You're like, hey, man, this is like, all right, it's cool to go in there and sit down with the doctors and actually be a normal person. Like, even when we go to restaurants, like we go in there, we sit, we wait in line. They're like, bro, why don't you just go and say you're the Pounds? Like, because, like, we don't want to. Yeah, we're past that. Like, we want to go in there and we don't want to feel like we're better than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we've got to that point in our lives, and we look at life so much different now, and it's enjoyable. You know?
Yeah, look, I will say from my perspective again, like I grew up watching you, so you're still you're an idol, you're an icon in my eyes.
You, appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and I was talking to Major, and I was like, I feel like I'm having this conversation as well. Like, I watched you on TV as a 12-year-old. Like, if you would have told 12-year-old something, hey, you're gonna have you interviewing him one day, like, it's crazy. And so to sit here, like, I walked up to you and I introduced myself. I was like, it's just
we're normal people.
Yeah, and it was cool, like how just like warming you and your brother were, and took me in. It was cool. I was like, this is great. I can't wait to have a conversation with you. It's gonna be easy.
And we appreciate that. It means a lot when hearing that, you know, because we don't go out our way to do it. It's just who we are as people, you know.
You can tell it's natural. Yeah, you weren't forcing it.
So
yeah,
we appreciate it, man. I really wanted to come on here, bro, because I know you guys
put
a lot into this stuff.
Like,
yeah,
oh,
we're like,
shit, they're ready to go.
Let's go. Let's get it on. So because we like talking about our stuff, bro. We talk about football all the time, you know. And so now that we're inside the business world, we like promoting our brand. Just like when we was playing football, we like promoting ourselves as football players.
Sure.
We do the same thing with our brand. And so it's been amazing, man. We love it.
I do want to talk a little football, though, because playing in the SEC is something special.
Yeah.
I had a Townsend brother, Johnny, on who plays for the Chiefs currently.
Yep.
Played in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And he said, look, it's special playing in the Super Bowl. It's special playing in Arrowhead, which is nuts.
Yeah, I played there. It's loud.
But nothing matches SEC. Can you confirm?
1,000%. Like, and I don't know what it is as far as like if it's stadium size or what it is, but like there's no volume of sound like there is in college football. Like playing at LSU at 9:30 at night with all those people drinking down there in the bayou, and then 114,000 people in those stands cheering as loud as they can. There's nothing that matches it. And you know, I've been to Seattle Seahawks Stadium, and all that's loud. All that's loud, but man, when you looking left and right, and all you can hear is vibration, all you see is someone's mouth moving. There's nothing you can explain. And that's SEC football, and that's real, and it's loud. So,
that's incredible.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, hopefully my kids one day, my son gets old enough to where, you know, he's lucky enough to play in the SEC because there's nothing like it. It's special, and that's nothing against any other conference. But we played all those teams before and played in their stadiums. When you know, when you have those SEC games and those rivalry games inside of those stadiums, it's amazing.
The motto, it's different.
Yeah,
right?
it's different, man. It's different speed of football. It's different pace, and the fans are into it, you know.
Now, so talk to me, like, obviously NFL is an incredible experience, too. I mean, how was that transition? Did you miss college? Did you feel like, because Brandon Spikes talked about it a little bit in Swamp Kings when he went from UF to, he's like, I'm not really ready to leave yet.
Yeah.
And you think it's kind of crazy? It's a little bit different with NIL now, right? But when again, this is what people don't have a hard time comprehending. Think about when you're 18 years old.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're chilling. You're the man at UF.
So for me, it was a little different. My brother left as a junior, and so I had somebody that kind of guide me through it and be like, hey, this is what to expect. This is what do's, this is don'ts, right?
Okay.
And I was just so ready to do it because I'm like, man, I'm calling him, and it's 5 o'clock. We're just about to go to practice and go to study hall right after. And he's like, man, I'm done for the day. I'm at the house. It's 4:30. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, we ain't even practice yet. He's like, yeah, this the NFL, and I'm getting paid to do it. I'm like, fuck, man. I say, this season can't get by fast enough, man, because I was like, man, listen, I'm going to go out there and play my best and make sure I put myself in position to be where my brother's at. And, man, when I had somebody to be able to, you know, give me basically the answers to the test, it made it easier for me.
Sure.
Like, I showed up to training camp. I knew exactly what to do. I knew how to walk inside of a locker room. Now you're not walking in a locker room full of kids. You're walking in there with grown men, with wives and kids. You know, it's a whole different atmosphere when you're walking inside a professional locker room compared to a collegiate one. And so he prepared me for all that. I was so ready for it, and so I think that's why my step into the NFL was a little bit different than somebody's kind of, just hearing it from an agent or somebody that hasn't done it.
He's got the best interest for you.
Yeah, we played the same position. I knew what I was coming into, and so it was easy for me to transition part. The only difficult part for me was that we went through a lockout year, right?
Okay.
And so during the lockout year, we couldn't go to the facilities during OTAs or anything. So we basically showed up for training camp and was like, hey, welcome to the NFL. And so that was the only kind of difference between my journey to the NFL and my brothers,
Sure.
It was that off-season period that, they had the lockout.
That's great to hear that you have that. So I have twin brothers myself.
Yep. Our fraternal identical.
They're identical.
Okay, yeah.
As
Best
well.
friends then.
They hate each other, man. It's like they love each other, but they cannot see eye to eye at all.
So with me and my brother like that, we get competitively. Like if we get in an argument about, I don't care what it is, politics, football, basketball. Like
I'm not losing.
It's go time. You got to literally separate.
Who's the older brother?
I am by a minute. It's because my mom had a C-section. You know what I mean?
Same with my brother.
He was projected to go
That's
first,
how my brothers were.
He's like, I sent you out. I say, yeah. So you were just too fat to get pushed out.
that's gold. I mean, being a twin, like I have a cool perspective because I have twin brothers, but being a twin, it's something special.
Yeah, there is. It's a certain connection that you have, and like. Man, it's not that I can feel my brother's pain. I just know when something's wrong. I just know by the conversation. Like, I know by the look. And it's just because we're best friends. We spend every moment of our life together. And, our girls always get mad. They're like, man, you'll never love me like you love your brother. I was like, well, I probably won't. I've been with him since day one. I met you at fucking 20.
That's true. I've known him longer. That means something special, man. So talk to me, too, because you're the Pouncey brothers.
Yep.
That's always been your identity.
We're better together, and we know that.
So you're okay with that? You're not fighting the Pouncey brother image. Like I don't define myself.
It's a brand. So when I go to Pittsburgh and somebody thinks they're meeting Marquise Pouncey and I'm Mike Pouncey, I'm not going to spoil that person's. Now I'm not going to sign his autograph, but I'm going to act like I'm Marquise. I'm like, yeah, man, the team's great. Like, yeah, I miss all that stuff there just because I know that moment's special. Yeah. And me and my brother, we can get away with it.
Sure.
And so that person. I don't know how many people we've done that to, but that person gets to live on and say, I met Marquise Pouncey at a gas station.
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, and it wasn't nothing different. I didn't I signed his autograph or forged it. I wouldn't do that. I say, I ain't got a marker, you know what I mean? But, yeah, everything's great because we have that ability to do that. And anytime we can touch people, man, it just means a lot for us because I know that anytime you do something for somebody, man, it makes their day. It'll make ours, on the back end. So
absolutely. My co-host Steve there, he made a joke on Wednesday's show. He's like, the Pouncey brothers are going to be there. One Pouncey's going to be there with the mirror. You guys are going to say next to the mirror.
He was always better at reading, so we'd always switch classes. I go to math.
I want to ask, you guys do that?
Nah.
I was like, no. That's hilarious. I could see that. At UF, I don't know if you can get away with that.
Hell nah. That's too strict. Maybe in elementary.
Give me a prediction, man, for today's game for me.
Yeah, well, I'll put it all up front, man. Big games are won up front. And so if the offensive defensive line play good for the Gators, we got a fighting chance. If they don't show up, then we might well pack the bus at halftime and go ahead and call it a day. But, I believe in the Gators. I hope that Coach Napier has the boys fired up. This team's kicked our ass over the last few years, and we deserve to go out there and get us a win today. And I know the boys are ready, man. Whenever you play in the SEC, you get tired of that shit. They play these videos all the time in the offseason where Georgia kicked your ass in the weight room. You're working out to it. So I know the boys will be highly motivated today, and hopefully to go out there and get a win. What's up, boy? Hey, what's up? How you been? Yes, sir. Good to see you. I'll holler at you in a second. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Yes, sir. My dog, yeah.
Good stuff. Now, look, I do want to talk to you. We got 150 people in here. I was going to see if there's any comments, questions.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's do it.
So, guys, drop some comments real quick before we let Mike go.
Of course.
But talk about the energy. I don't know. I mean, you've heard about it. I don't know if you've heard him talk about kind of the lack of energy. I feel like, you're talking about just, again, the energy and losing to this. Yep. Can you speak to the guys and maybe having a lack of energy, defend them maybe a little bit, or be like, hey, can you not understand where that's coming from?
Well, what I can tell you is that football is a team sport. And I don't care if you have the best defense in the world, your offense isn't playing good, it brings the defense down. And so what I would tell the guys is, man, that, when numbers are low and morale is low, like, be the guy that makes a difference. Be the guy that goes out there and brings the juice, even if it's fake juice, man. Guys tend to just feed off guys that bring energy. And so in rivalry games, you can't get up for it at the University of Florida. You shouldn't be there. And that's what the transfer portal for. It's getting guys out of there that shouldn't be there. And so I think today, man, is going to speak a lot about our football team. Like, we can go out there and you can go out there and lose to Utah, and because those are games that it's hard to get up for.
Sure,
like,
it's different.
I went there. I was in the stands. Like, they don't sell alcohol. I was fucking pissed, man. I'm sitting there like, fuck, I can't get a drink. Like, I'm aggravated. The Gators getting our ass kicked. And so a lot of times with those games, it is hard to get up for. I remember playing in the NFL, like, nothing against the Jags. When I was playing in the NFL, the Jags weren't a good team. And so when we come here, it's hard to get up and play for that against that team because the fans aren't into it. But, man, if you can't wake your ass up and get ready for the Florida-Georgia game, man, you ain't ready for football, and you're never going to make it. And so today should be a competitive game, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That's a really cool point. I mean, again, you got to get in your perspective. Like, even thinking NFL-wise, right? Like, and you see guys kind of come flat-footed. It's like, how did they lose that game? It's like, bro,
like,
we're
man,
the fucking Jags. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, it's like the difference. We're playing the Jags this week, or we're in the playoffs. Like, if you can't get up for the playoffs, you shouldn't be playing football. Like, these are one of those games we shouldn't have to give a big motivation speech. We shouldn't have to have the guys, you should have woke up this morning with your fucking feet on fire. When you go in there to take a piss, your piss was so hot you need to put on gloves. That's how I feel. Like,
that's a clip.
If not boiling like that inside, something's wrong, you know, and that's what SEC rivalry football is about. And so today we don't see that, I'm going to be disappointed. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Coach Napier and the staff do a great job of getting the guys going. And we play anything like we played against Tennessee. My great example. You know, we showed up for that game.
Sure.
It's a SEC. It's a rivalry game. You can't show up for them.
Speak to the win against South Carolina. You just talked about how the offense isn't playing well, the defense is a little lackluster, and I think that kind of showed. We saw that during the South Carolina game where the offense was finding a rhythm, but it just still wasn't really clicking. And then all of a sudden the defense made a big stop, and it's like all of a sudden you realize how to play it. It's like, no, our offense gave us belief.
And that's why you stay steady in the boat when you're a team. Like, the game's never over until it's over, like, and we know that. But I'm just saying, I'm just speaking in general, like, you know, if you have those guys on your team that are energy guys, man, they better bring it today. And if they don't, man, I'm telling you right now as a fan, I'm going to be disappointed. And I know that this team's headed in the right direction. I know the university is, and so we're excited. Let's see.
I love it. Let's see. We have some questions on here. What was your favorite win by B-Beam there as a Gator?
As a Gator,
Good question.
it had to be the national championship, right? That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing that we got to experience as a football team in 2008. And that was probably part of my favorite memory. Not just the football game alone. It was a celebration after. It was everything that led up to that event. But I would say the national championship is probably my favorite game ever playing in.
That makes sense. Yeah. Connors is take a shot for the boys. You down to take a shot out of you?
Let's do it. Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's do it. We got any cups? Or you want it out of the bottle?
I got this cup. I can pound it real quick, and we can share the cup.
Yeah. Mine, right?
We'll have you go first, and then I'll follow suit.
Perfect.
Oh, you poured that. You're drinking that.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
I do this all the time now. That's called work now. Those are my work meetings now. Just trying whiskey, fucking trying tequila, trying liqueur all the time. Like,
this is work for me too. So this is a pleasure.
You're gonna like it. Has a nice little kick afterwards.
I'm not a big tequila guy, but I'm.
Me either.
Oh.
Me either. But you know, I sell it, and it's really good. You know, I just go off of what people say. You know.
Okay, that's good.
You tell me.
All right. It smells good.
As long as it ain't Patron, you're all right.
Yeah.
That'll kick your ass. Not bad, huh? Smooth, has a nice little, you can taste it afterwards.
Usually I got to cough afterwards.
Yeah.
I didn't even cough.
Unless you just holding tough for everybody on here right now.
I am. I didn't want to give me shit.
Me too.
All right, good. We're on the same page. That was good. Let's see here. All right, our offensive line recruit. Oh, this is a good question.
Okay, perfect.
So our offensive line recruits aren't where it should be. I don't know if you followed it.
Yep.
We've got Fletcher Westfall. Great. Look, this isn't a knock to the guys that we have, but we've been having a hard time landing the big time studs. What did we do? What did Florida do to sign you? Here, take that.
Yeah. So what happened was with us was that it was 7 of us that came on a package deal from Lakeland High School, and that's why we ended up ultimately signing with the University of Florida because we grew up as Florida State fans.
Really?
And, yeah, Chris Rainey is our stepbrother. He was living with us at the time in high school, and he was a huge Gator fan. He was like, man, y'all just come up for a camp. And I was like, hell no. Like, we love the Seminoles. You know, that's where we grew up. Everything in our house was covers, blanket, everything you think of, right? And so he got us to go up for a camp, and, man, we went up. We fell in love with Coach Meyer and was like, man, this is crazy. Like, we didn't care about the colors or, the logo, any of that stuff there. It was more the staff. Like, we had Steve Adazio and John Hevesy as our O-line coaches at the time, and, man, we embraced them and fell in love with the staff more than anything. And so we got looking past the orange and blue, and then we fell in love with it. Now we bleed it, It's because we put so much into it. Like, when we were at the University of Florida, that's what made us who we are today, not even as just football players, but as people. The group that we was around, how they raised us from being young kids into, young men in a way. Now, we didn't know anything about financials until after we got in the NFL. But,
sure.
But while we were in college, man, they raised They raised kids, man. We were away from our family for 4 years. Like, our mom and dad weren't there. They came up for games, but during the week, they didn't know when to give us the guidance to be like, hey, you got to do it this way. And, you know, they were the people that did it for us, and so we're very thankful for them, you know.
So shout out to Chris Rainey then.
Yeah, Chris Rainey's
for locking it in.
Yeah, he got
so
us
he's an FSU fan. He's going to be punching air when he hears that.
Yeah, so he was the reason. And, you know, at the time, Bobby Bowden was an older coach, right? So we would be up there every other weekend. We go to camps. We go to their games. At FSU, right? Okay. And we go to meet Bobby Bowden, and we're going in after one of the games, and we're like, hey, what's going on, Coach? Good to see you. He's like, oh, nice to meet you guys. And we're like, we met you like 9 times already. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he's fried. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And then we met Coach Meyer. He was so attentive and everything. Like, he knew our mom, dad name, like everything about it. And it was like, all right, like, you know, this is where we're going to go. And so we got to actually take our high school football team that won 3 national championships while we're in high school and
bring everyone together.
Go together and went up to Florida. Yeah, it was 7 of us, yep.
That's a hell. Okay, so guys, that's the answer. We need to go work on building that.
But what I say now is that I tell them is I'm like, man, you got the easiest tools in the world. If you want to go get offensive line recruits, you got the Pouncey twins. We're a call away.
So is this a pitch? Because
it's not even a pitch. It's just more like, man, if that's what it takes, like, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had the Pouncey twins say, hey, we'll come up there, we'll take recruits out, we'll do this, we'll do that. Why wouldn't you?
So they haven't asked you then?
No, they haven't asked us, no.
So that's always a big question to me. It's like, we have so much elite talent in every position. Why don't we utilize that? And I thought maybe like the players are like, hey, like we're busy.
You know what? And it probably has nothing to do with them not even wanting to do it. It's just that once you train so many different coaching staffs and so much time passes by,
you lose that connection.
You lose the connection. You know, when Dan Mullen was there, he had me and he had all of us. And so it was easy for them to get recruits. Like, Dan Mullen would literally call us. They'd be like, hey, can you call this guy? Can you call this? Like, hell yeah, we'll call him right now. Hey, we'll come up for this game. And they made it very comfortable for us. Like, we wanted to come up for games. Hey, we'll get this suite for you. We'll get this amount of tickets. We'll do this. Hey, you want to help work the recruits? Why not? We're here. We're going to be here anyway. Like, why wouldn't we want to meet some of the top high school kids? Like, our kids are growing up to be that age now. They're going to be getting recruited one day. And so we would love to be a part of that process. But it just hasn't happened. And the day it does happen, I think it's going to change for them. Like, man, you got a lot of great players that are willing to come back. And they used to always say, like, you know, I think ex-NFL players would be good as agents. And it's like, no, they won't be. They're not financial guys. They're not lawyers. Like, they wouldn't be. What they'd be good at is this NIL process of, okay, you want to be an agent? Well, let them work the NIL process, bring guys back, and help them get these young recruits. Because, man, why wouldn't they want to be around guys that just got out of NFL or guys that had great careers, that guys they looked up to, you know? Because no one's going to college anymore for, you know, hey, I'm going because I grew up a University of Florida fan.
No, not we talk about that.
It doesn't work anymore, you know what I'm saying? And so you got to build that culture where you have former players around like it's a family vibe to where you're going to have, hey, listen, I got to go and come to a football game and sit with the Pouncey twins. You know, I'm the #1 offensive lineman in the country. Why wouldn't they want to do that?
Sure.
Marquise Pouncey's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. You don't think you want to have a conversation with him? Like, it's simple to us.
Do you
know
think
what I mean?
Brandon Spikes being part of the staff will help bring that along?
Hell yeah, it does. Even with linemen, look at the recruits we got for defense. Like,
linebacker, stupid. The defense is stupid,
come on, like,
man.
that's a reason for that kind of stuff.
Sure.
If you want to bring guys in, you got to bring guys around that.
So are you offering the hat to go work for the Gators, like on the staff?
I mean, we got time. All we do now is sell alcohol. So they want to put us on staff. Come on, let's go.
Billy watches the show. We haven't confirmed or that by Billy, but based on his press conference, we assume he watches the show.
And they'll have an advantage at my son because he's going to be the #1 quarterback coming out of South Florida.
Let's go. So what's his year?
So he should be 2031. Yep.
20. God,
20,
it's like closer. It's close.
2032. 2032.
It's far, but it sounds close.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it sounds far, but it's closer than we realize.
But that time flies, man. It flies, especially how involved we are with him. Like,
my wife and I, obviously, my son's turning 1 in here just a week or so. We've been an emotional wreck, man.
Yeah, it is.
That year goes by quick.
You see that year there? That's the emotional wreck part. And now your son's gonna get his personality at 2, and you're gonna be like, I want to kill him. I want to be and then you're like, all right, I can't hit him. He's too small. I can't. All right, nah. That's really part where you go crazy.
Okay.
And then you get that stretch where they're like 5 to like 10, and you're like, all right, now I can discipline the way I want to. I can take stuff away where they understand they're losing out. And then when they get to teenagers, my daughter.
Oh, 15.
I can't even have a conversation without her.
God bless. Hey, say no more.
She starts crying or either walks out the room. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it, that went good.
It's tough, man. Being a father is cool, man. It's something special.
It is.
Let's see. I don't know how much time you got, man. This is.
I mean, I'm cool.
This has been a pleasure, man. Yeah. Let's see here. They said, let's go. Shots with the man himself. Stolen from the criminals.
Love it.
Is that a Pouncey brother? It is. It is, in fact, a Pouncey
75
brother.
pounds lighter.
Yeah, you look good, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. We lost a shit ton of weight.
And so talk about that kind of that weight loss. While I find another question.
Yeah, it was just more just a process of, man, like, you know what? We want to just lose all this weight. We put it on as linemen, and most of the linemen that are in the NFL, once they retire, they lose a shit ton of weight. And so we wanted to be those guys too. And so we were actually competing with each other. Me and my brother, we call each other, what'd you eat today? What'd you eat? Like stuff like that. And so now we're trying to put the weight back on because we got too skinny. You know?
Sure. Because what people don't understand, like I'm not comparing myself to you, but I trained for a triathlon and an Ironman.
Oh yeah.
And you got to eat a shit ton when you're doing that
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yep.
So I finished it. I completed it. Well, my body's so used to eating 3,000 calories plus a day.
You'll put on some weight quick if you just sit there.
Bro, I was Pillsbury Doughboy, man. Like, and
know,
it was December too.
And it was the pregnancy weight. You know, you eating ice cream with the wife,
you
all
know
that
what I mean?
shit. Yeah.
Dad bod. I gotta, yeah. Bro, it was brutal. I was 170. Like I went to the race like 178. I finished. I left the race at 168.
Okay.
I was like 195 like
Shit.
2 months later.
Yeah, you could have went and tried out for the Gators.
You know what I'm saying? It was tough. That shot got me.
Oh, yeah, got me lit.
This
Shit.
Joe Hayden right here.
Oh my God! Listen, hey, we live right now, Joe Hayden. Hey, listen, Joe, show us some love, Joe. Yes, sir. Hey,
Joe,
good to see
what's
you.
going
yes,
on, man?
Sir.
Pleasure, man.
Hey,
how you doing, man?
Hall of Fame inductee today.
This is how,
Florida, Georgia. Congratulations,
oh,
bro.
Hey.
Love you, bro. You know that. Love you. You already
hey,
know, man.
We gotta
you know
get you on to talk about that, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Just for a couple of seconds, bro. We get you on. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And Dr. Today.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. There they go. Good to see you guys. Yes. Damn, you look good.
Golly.
That's Joe's dad. Look at him. Jack.
Holy shit.
That's
hey,
unbelievable.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come flex on
Hey,
him.
we got to show.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't seen
This
shit
is
till y'all
Joey.
seen Joe dad.
Hey, easy.
Good to see you. Yes, sir. How
hey,
you been?
22s, 23s? 21.
Used to be.
23?
He ain't want to hurt nobody.
Yeah. Golly.
Yeah. Man, he's
man.
been jacked, bro. Impressive, right?
Whoa.
And that's why Joe is so gifted, right? Joe come in, we seen Joe, he was like 2% body fat. We're like, bro, there's no way. He's like, man, I seen his dad. I'm like, there is a way.
Yeah, there is a way. Built different. Look. He's like, holy shit.
He got my brother going now.
How old is he?
He's
How
probably
is that?
40. He's in 40s, yeah. He's
40s?
younger, young.
Damn.
Maybe
Hey, he
young
still
50s.
he still got that Gator in him.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I
he
mean?
does, yeah. You know, all his kids were athletes, right? They Maryland, I forgot whether Joe other brother went, Virginia maybe, but all of them were D1 athletes. All of them, yep.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
A little family reunion for you guys.
Yeah, man. We're
so
thankful they came over,
Stephen
man.
Harris, he's been coming on the show.
Yeah. Steve Harris, good dude.
He's coming here
Great
today.
player. He's coming over?
He's coming today. So we, I don't know where
I think Reggie Lewis stopped in, too.
Good.
Yeah, we got a couple of guys in, yep.
We have him on.
I know Ryan Stamper's over there. Yeah, we got a couple of former guys in right now.
Where's that?
That's Ryan Stamper right there in the orange hat. That's Josh Evans right there, that former Gator. Right here in the bandana.
Okay.
Ryan Stamper is in the
green hat?
Yep.
We thought he was a player. Yeah.
Yeah, the orange hat. Yeah. So he works for Jacksonville now. So he followed Urban Meyer down here from Ohio State, and Jacksonville kept him on. So he's still the player personnel director for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yep.
Good for him. Yeah, we have Stephen. He comes on every Monday for we call it Champs Corner.
Oh, okay.
And we break down film. We talk all things football with him.
See, that's what I'm saying. Steve was on the
06
on the 06 class, but he was on the documentary for the Swamp Kings.
Correct.
Man, you got to get all those guys in there. Steve was an animal. Steve will tell you, man. Jarvis Moss, Derek Harvey, like Reggie Nelson, Reggie Lewis, like, man, we had so many guys that should have been on there. Like,
that's what he
that's
talked.
gonna.
Yeah.
And if we ever do a Swamp Kings, listen, Netflix, reach back out. If y'all really want to make something happen.
We'll produce it here, High Top. You know what I mean?
Y'all really want to make something happen. We'll get Percy Harvin. We'll get the guys on there and make something happen.
From what I heard, it felt, I mean, this is just me kind of just picking up from side stories, right? Like the people that produced the show on Netflix didn't have a true connection to football, and I don't think a true understanding of who they needed to get. And that's not a shot. It's just.
And I think they did because, you know, at the end of the day, they felt like if you got Tim Tebow and Urban Meyer, you got everything.
Sure.
And which I feel the same way.
Sure.
But if you want what the people want, like, because trust me, it was #1 on Netflix when they dropped the show, right?
Sure.
If you really want what the people want, all the Gator fans to understand.
True Gators know what it was about.
Then let's give them Swamp Kings too, and, you know, give them, you know, the uncut version. And we call it uncut or whatever. You know what I mean?
So look, as a kid growing up, like Percy was my favorite player.
Yeah, because we don't win the national championship without Percy Harvin. Did you see what he did in that game?
A beast.
Like, bro.
And so, like, as a kid, I remember I'm like, look, like Tebow's great, but I hated, and kind of how like the Swamp Kings kind of alluded to, it was like, this is nothing against Tebow, great guy, and this isn't Tebow's fault. It was the media. It's like, look, this team's fucking good.
Yeah, we're loaded.
Yeah,
but
like,
I do love it for Tim because, you know why? Like, a lot of guys have this persona about them being a good person and doing so much for the community and living a certain way, and Timmy was that.
Sure.
And that's why I'm so supportive of everything that's happened for him and the way the trajectory of his life went, because man, he was a guy that was a virgin throughout his life until he got married, right? And he did everything the right way. Even when we were wrong, he wasn't scared to call us out. And we were guys that were animals. Like, everyone was scared of us. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And he was a guy that stood strong on what he believed in. And his faith took him to a place in leadership that was unmatched, that you couldn't, that had to handle guys like us, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And, that's why I respect him, man. The way the media treated him, it was amazing because it was good for us to see. Like, man, how we were, how much trouble we were, and see somebody that does good, that gets treated that way. It's like, damn, all right, well, if we stop doing some of the dumb shit that we're doing, we'll get treated like this too because
Sure.
we're the same type player.
Sure.
It just takes both in life, you know?
Yeah, I think the faith thing, something I found myself with faith over here over the last year or so, having a kid, like you realize you want him to have that more so.
Yeah, and faith gives you a direction in life, you know, and it keeps you around good people. And
Sure.
we're big on religion. But that doesn't mean that we didn't step outside and do wrong stuff, and we did a lot throughout our lives, you know. But I felt like the religion part kept us in a structure where that it saved us in a lot, and it just got us to where we're at in life right now. It gave us another opportunity, you know, because we stopped being, you know, the people that we used to be, and
Sure.
started changing for a better way, and it does work out. It's real.
When again, it's kind of speaking to Tebow and just what that faith did. Again, when you see somebody like that and you see that they had that faith, it keeps them stable.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're not going to get pulled one way or another because
Nope.
of that. And that's where it's like, I want that. It's like, how do you have that? Hey, man, it's simple.
And he had every opportunity in the world to go out there and mess up. Like, man, he was Tim Tebow. Like, he was literally a celebrity. He couldn't walk in the grocery store, couldn't walk in the class. Like, we walk into one class, everyone stand up, cheer for him, even the professor. And it's like, damn, like, that's what it's like to be Tim Tebow. And so, like, you understand that when you have it like that,
He never had an ego about him.
There's a lot of room for error. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? There's
Sure.
a lot of room to be able to sin, you know, and stuff. And he
Sure.
didn't do it. And it was like, man, wow, respect.
So, I mean, a leader like that is huge to have part of a team.
Of course.
It's cool to hear me, like,
Anything in
again,
life.
here to just talk about, like, because the Swamp Kings kind of made it seem like everyone was getting mad at Tebow. It's like, look, he's just being himself, and the
that's
media
Tebow.
was.
He can't be anything different, and it's like some people put on a show, like the cameras are on. Oh, don't I won't say a cuss word, and then behind cameras I'll say a cuss word.
Sure.
Timmy's different. Like, it don't matter if the camera's catching him in the room by itself when there's some spy camera in there. He's gonna be that. That's who he is.
He's not gonna change. Yeah.
Nah, and that's
So
why you
I
gotta
cuss a
respect
lot.
him.
I'm a sailor.
Me too. I'm out of control. Like, you got to bleep out all this stuff. You know,
No, we're
especially
good.
3-4 shots in.
Yeah, but it's not my fault. I'm over here taking shots with Pouncy, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? But, like, and I've kind of talked about, too, like, again, kind of finding my faith. Like, look, there's still part of me, like, that's who I am as a personality.
Yeah.
And, again, it's kind of cool, like, finding your way through that faith and realizing, like, look, like, not everybody's perfect. Like you said, like,
I'm definitely not, you know, and I'm still not, you know, and I still make mistakes here and there, but I always surround myself around my beliefs. You know, if you do that, you have something like that around faith, then everything in your life should be structured out in the right way. Like, you won't go over that limit, push yourself past that edge where you're like, I'm doing something wrong.
Sure.
And so live like that.
Well, Mike, I do want to. Let's. You down with one more shot?
Yeah, let's do one. Yeah,
I probably
we'll
shouldn't do one.
Why not?
But I mean, I can take a shot
for Tim Tebow.
for Timmy. This is incredible. I really appreciate you coming on. This has been an absolute blast.
Yeah. Well, everyone wants me and my brother to start our own podcast, but man, it's content, and for us, man, we're not content
You're
creators.
more than welcome to come on this show anytime. We can. Hey, look, if you need any advice or help, I will guide you guys.
Yeah, but it's a lot, man. You know, you run it.
It is a lot, but that's
why.
Hey, you call me, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, but
Look,
it's time too.
It is time.
It's time.
But
now you got me on the NIL, the Florida NIL stuff.
We put 30 minutes away once a week.
Yeah, let's do it. Yep.
30 minutes away once a week.
We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this shot, and then we're gonna wrap it up. That's Joe. All right. Yep.
Yeah. Is that enough? Okay. One last plug for your company.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, baby? How you doing, man? Oh, man.
Man?
How's everything?
Everything's great.
I'm coming right now. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. You know what? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming.
You're busy. You're a busy man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I mean, what? You can't make this. What are we doing here? What are we fucking doing? Hey, you want to get Colin with Jordan Boys? Colin, please. Guys, if I missed your comment, incredible. Hey, what's up, Mama? How are you? Over 200 people in here. Smash the like button. Apologize for the audio issues. I'm a little buzzed. I'm drinking, guys. Look, I'm drinking with a fucking Pouncy Bro. I'm not only drinking with the Pouncy Bros, taking a shot. I'm drinking their liquor. Mom, we made it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I remember, Mom, you listen here. Yes, sir, absolutely. 232 Swallow Road. Probably shouldn't have said that, but that was the house. That's the address that I grew up on. I remember sitting in the living room, I have my Gator beads on from the Florida-Georgia game that I came with my dad that year. I think it was 06 or I don't know which one it was. Doesn't matter. I had my Gator beads on for coming to this game because they hand a bunch of shit out. I had a Gator claw back scratcher. I remember sitting. We had a little L couch. There was like a little recliner here, opened up to a little area. Had my my beads on, watching the 06 National Championship with this crew right here. So,
what's going on, Sheldon?
Absolutely incredible. I'm vibing.
You're vibing.
I took 2 shots with Mike Pouncey.
I mean, could it get any better than that?
All I can say is thank you.
Dude, absolutely.
For having me.
It's what we make happen.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact, like, I was telling him, I go, hey, you're never going to believe this. You remember the guy that rushed the field, Ethan? Like, how far this has come full circle.
For real, yeah.
It's life's incredible.
From a $25,000 bond to playing and partying with NFL legends. We've made it.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Not fucking me, that's for sure.
Not me.
Not me.
$2 super chat from Daniel Rivera says, go Dogs. Florida has no chance. Hey, Daniel, fuck you. All right. Talk to me, man.
Go Canes. That's what I got to say
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you and your pick last week.
Yeah.
Oh, Miami not even going to cover the spread. Double overtime. Go Canes.
Oh,
Not allowed to say that too loud. The Pounces will kill me.
Yeah, easy. Punch and air over here.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
talk to me about this event. Talk to me about Jort Boys, man.
Yeah. So, Jort Boys, we started off as a group of bouncers. We're just, ironically enough, we got paid to kick people out and keep people sober. So, boy, have we come a long way. We did a full 180. We now get paid. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
He's working. You know what I'm saying, boys and girls? Smash the like button, boys and girls.
F-150, move the tent and get him in.
Just don't block me in.
No, we got you, bro. We got you. I'll drive Carlos Dunlap's Range Rover if I have to.
Okay. Is that Carlos?
Yeah, he's pulling it right now.
All right, he's on next.
Yep. So we started off as a group of bouncers. We got paid to keep people sober, and here we are. We've come full 180, and sorry, phone's blowing up.
You're good, dude.
We decided to start a company because people would come up to the gate, when we were checking IDs, like, oh, when are you guys off? We want to party with you and this and that. We're like, all right, let's at least make some money off of it. So we started the Jort Boys. We got pretty big on Instagram, started throwing parties around the Jacksonville Beach area, and turned into us throwing events and getting paid for getting fucked up.
You're living the dream, then.
I am the American dream. I get paid to drink.
Honestly, that's what Pouncey, we were just taking a shot of his alcohol. We're like, hey, we're getting paid to drink.
Yeah, you got any left?
He took the bottle.
Okay.
Thankfully.
I think that's my warm seltzer off to the left if you want to grab that.
Yeah. Carlos Dunlap right here,
Carlos Dunlap
is pulling in his Range Rover currently. Perfect. They're not going to block me in. I love your crew. I really appreciate it. Getting out of here, like you said, where is this blue car going to go?
It's a stripper pole. The stripper pole?
Wait, can we bring this stripper pole in?
Park it right here.
I'm not getting out of here.
Yeah.
Stephen Harris!
Stephen Harris in the
Let's
fucking
go!
building, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen, get in this camera real quick.
Go!
Get in this camera real quick.
Champs Corner, baby.
2006 national champion
Let's
Stephen Harris
go,
in the building.
Baby. What's up? We'll get you on in a minute.
I'm gonna park him right
I know. We just talked to the Pouncey Bros. We gotta get the line going. We got the championship crew in here, man. Good seeing you, Bubba. I'll talk to you in a minute, Bubba.
Stripper pole, people can get on it. Have them park in front of the cars. Yeah. All right, I'm back. Sorry, a busy man, El Prez here.
El Prez.
Phone never stops ringing.
Prez to Prez right here. This is what we dream
What we make
of.
happen. This is gonna be a shit show trying to get everyone to leave.
That is true.
Yeah, we're kind of fucked. We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, just
keep drinking.
That's future Jort Boys' problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right now,
that's Mark's problem.
Yeah.
It's all about delegation,
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this event's incredible. Tell them where they're at so that in case anybody was watching and
Yeah,
wants to come see us.
we locked down 278 Talleyrand Avenue out here just across the street from the Tailgaters lot. We have dropped the price since 50 for guys, 30 for girls, all you can drink. Come get fucked up. We are with all the athletes. So, come on through.
This guy's a true professional here. 50 for guys, 30 for chicks.
Hey, we're all about equality, I got tits. Fuck it.
The range of interviews we have here.
I know, right?
The Range Rover here. Look, this is Dunlap's Range Rover.
Carlos can't drive.
He's doing a good job. But
He's a better player than he is a driver.
Oh, no. Easy. Take it easy.
Sell that Super Bowl ring for a pro driver. Right?
Yeah. Dude, this event, it's starting to bump, man.
We are. We're grinding now. Slow start, but everybody's out here.
Slow and steady wins the race. They're in the lines now.
That's it. We're marathon runners out here.
Yeah, absolutely. This event's incredible, man. It's been an absolute blast.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on here. Tell them where they can find Jort Boys so they can.
Yeah, on Instagram, @JortBoys, JortBoys. We have that douchey lettering at the end. That's exactly who we are as people. Okay.
Sherman Pohl has arrived.
I'm going to bring one of the athletes back on. I'm going to peace out.
Yeah.
Sheldon, hey, love you guys. Thank you for the support.
Love you,
Follow
man.
my man if you don't already. Let's get on.
You're the man, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Joe and all these guys on here
Absolutely.
in just a minute. Steve, go get Joe Hayden. I mean, do some work around here, please. You're just lollygagging around.
We need to kill time. Jump on this interview real quick.
Hey, is that? Hey, quick introduction. My name's Sheldon. We're High Top Sports. We're live.
Oh, okay.
So
Ryan
just-
Stamper.
Ryan Stamper. Pouncey was just plugging you, talking about how. Well, so we saw you walk in. I was like, he definitely played for the Gators. So you played during that era as well. Talk about that a little bit, man.
I mean, to me, probably one of the best times of my life, man. I mean, you coming in, freshman, you know, the stuff that Coach Meyer at the time taught us in regards to just being a man, being a good teammate,
Sure.
you know, working hard. I think I took a lot of that stuff then and carried it into my life now. So one of the best times of my life.
So kind of speak to Urban, because I'm gonna get a little deep here, because Urban gets a lot of shit
Right.
for kind of how it ended. But he won 2 national championships. And
Right.
look, like when I watched the Swamp Kings, I'm sure you watched it as well.
Absolutely.
it just, again, had him kind of going through the health issues and stuff. I was like, bro, I had health issues watching the son of a bitch, right? Like,
Right.
It's a tough gig. And you said that kind of made you to the man that you are today.
Right.
To kind of show, like, again, like people have their persona of Urban, but every player I talked to, like, he was a father figure in a sense to a lot of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one thing about Coach Meyer, I mean, don't get me wrong, the program was hard. Different, you know, hard time, you know, especially coming from high school and coming from a area where, you know, I wasn't used to, like, just hard, direct conversation. And that was one thing Coach Meyer did. But that was one thing that I carried on in my life now. Like, sometimes just being direct,
Okay.
keeping it real,
Sure.
telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Coach Meyer was the type, like, he'll tell you, like, hey, man, like, you're not a very good player. You know what I mean? And I respect that more than a coach kind of massaging the truth. Hey, you know, just keep working on this, keep working on that. You know, and that was one thing he was. He was extremely direct. So that's one thing I appreciate, just his directness, and it just him, you know, just being someone that brought the team together and just being that motivational. I mean, his conversations and his talks of that brotherhood just made you want to run through a wall for him and your teammates. And that was just one thing before I got to Florida. I didn't have that. Now leaving there, just being something bigger than myself, and, you know, and going on and winning championships and being as successful as we were.
So talk about, because I think what people misunderstand too is, like, you're a top recruit coming into an organization like Florida.
Right.
You're recruited as him, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
And then you show up to UF and it's a reality check of, like, all right, I'm not him anymore.
Right.
Right. So it's a punch in the mouth. So talk about that transition a little bit too. Again, like, going, because you said in high school you didn't have the accountability, the transition, and a lot of it has to do with being young and being him in high school.
Right.
Who's gonna keep you in check, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes at that time, your teammates keep you in check. You know, you think you're him until you walk on that Florida football campus and you realize there's a lot of hims.
Sure.
So, you know, what separates you to be what I call him? You got hims and you got him.
Okay.
What separates you to be him? And, you know, in high school, I made a lot of plays, and I don't think I was the best athlete, but I didn't realize that until I went to college. And when I went to college, and you got linebackers running 4.5s. Well, you know, in high school, you run a 4.8, 4.9. You know, you could play on that level.
You're elite.
In college, particularly in Florida, you couldn't. So what separated me, and what I realized what separated me, not necessarily was my athleticism, but it was my brains and it was my toughness.
Okay.
So how do I, you know, enhance that and make that an attribute for the team? You know what I mean? So I feel like my job on the team during those times of, you know, Swamp Kings was just look at it as Batman, right? You got Batman. Our Batmans were Joe Hayden, Brandon Spikes, you know, Carlos Dunlap. You know what I mean? And then you got Robin. Well, my job on the team at the time was like Alfred. You know what I mean? My job was to support the Batmans, make sure they had everything they can do, get them the calls, and then do my job and make the plays that came to me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
Sure.
that was one thing Coach taught us, like just be the best.
your role.
Be your role and be
Yeah.
really good at your role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes your role isn't the Batman. Sometimes your role isn't the Robin. Sometimes your role is the Alfred. You know what I mean? Be really good at being the Alfred.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's huge, man. I think like that's being lost a little bit in today's society, and just with NIL, I think has a lot to do with it.
Right. It
But
does. A lot.
Because people are like, how can we get back to that urban era? Like it's different. You can't. having the Alfred, I love that. I'm a big analogy guy.
Yeah.
But paint the picture, right? Like,
Right.
what's my role here? And then accepting the role and dominating
and
that
being
role.
really good at it. And you know what? Your job might be the Robin or the Alfred this year. And then 4 or 5 years from now your job is to be the Batman. You know what I mean? So
and you're really much better Batman because you have that second-hand nature of being Alfred.
exactly. So that's kind of how I look at it. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to, you could take that on your on your football team. You could take that on your job. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's it's a lot more selfish people now than it was then. We did a lot more for team than self. Now it's a lot more self now. But I still think you could take that kind of analogy and put it in anything you do.
No, absolutely. Give me a score prediction for today. How are we feeling about the Florida Gators against the Dogs?
Yes, sir.
Is that a pouncy punch?
Yeah, it is.
It's no punch. It's all pouncy, is it not?
All pouncy, man. All pouncy. And,
Dude.
it's 2 of them. So that's
Yeah,
it's a lot of pouncy,
Yeah,
But, I mean, I feel like the Florida Gators, if they show up today and play like the team that we feel like we can be, I feel like we can beat them. If you look at Georgia, I think, Georgia Bulldogs has ran college football for years.
Sure.
Right? I can honestly say as good as they are now, I don't think they're the team they were in the past 2 years. So I feel like if we show up, we play, we can win, but it's going to come down to 3 plays in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be close to the fourth. And if we can make 3 key plays in the fourth,
whether it's a big stop, a turnover,
big stop, turnover, big catch, a big call from the coach. You know what I'm saying?
Spicy one?
Spicy call. I mean, just something that's a little out of the norm. But I do think this game is going to come down to the fourth quarter.
Are you a believer in Napier and what he's building?
I do. I think Napier is a good dude. I don't think people realize how far behind the Gators really were.
That's a good point.
I think you look at the glory years and you look at everything that we've done in the past. It's a lot of college teams to spoil now because it's been so much football and a lot of teams have won. Tennessee has won a championship. Florida has won. Florida State has won. Bama has won. It's a lot of teams that won. So once you get to that certain pinnacle of winning, everybody feels like they can get back there. And out of 100-plus teams in college, probably like a solid 30 that feel like, hey, we should be winning. But it's only 1 championship. It's only 4 teams that go to the playoffs. It's only, 8 conference champions on the division level.
Reality sets in pretty quick.
It's just going to set in. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he's headed in the right direction. Obviously recruiting is a big pinnacle, and then I worked at Ohio State, assistant athletic director. I left before.
You're at Jacksonville now.
Yeah, I'm
with the
Jaguars now. Yes,
that's
sir.
That's what Pouncey told me. You came with Urban, and they kept you on. So what are you doing? What are you doing at Jacksonville?
Director of player assessment, which I got a few teams on the college side, a few teams on the pro side. So pretty much on the personnel scouting side.
So you're scouting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you go and watch the college games that are important to you then.
I watch college games.
So were you part of the Ventrell Miller recruitment?
I was a big Ventrell Miller fan.
I got a Miller jersey.
Yeah, I just FaceTimed him today, and he just texted me.
How's he doing with the injury? Can you give us any insight?
He's doing good. I mean, obviously, injuries are, obviously your body is your pinnacle in the NFL and college. So, athlete never feels good about getting hurt, especially on this level. You know what I mean? Injuries just
setbacks
aren't
never
good.
easy. Yeah.
But he's a young player, and I feel like once you kind of get over the injury, now it's time to lock in and rehabbing it and getting back as fast as possible, and trying to get back to where you were as fast as possible as well before the injury.
So getting over that hurdle of the injury actually happening,
right,
and getting back to it. So now with you being a player assessment, do you go to a lot of games, or is it more after the season and you're going to the combines and things?
Yeah. So last year I went to obviously just visiting schools and getting kind of information on players. On the pro side, I advanced scout. So, for example, like the Chiefs is my team on the pro side. So I went to the Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs game, and then do their advanced scout and kind of see how it is to beat them. That's how it kind of is on the pro side. So I haven't necessarily went to games, but I do a lot of evaluation on tape, just watching all the players.
Sure.
Right now I had the defense, so just watching a lot of the draft-eligible defensive guys and putting a grade on them, and then obviously we get to the draft and just kind of talk through it.
So draft day's a big day for you then?
Huge.
Is it a blast?
Yeah, it's a good time. You know what I mean? It's obviously.
We have a draft watch party. I mean, it's not as stressful, I'm sure, as it is for you.
But breaking it down in the days, the first day is what it is. You got one pick, maybe two, and then the second day, the third day is really when it gets really busy. So.
Mr. Steven.
That's who you need to talk to right here.
He
man.
comes on every Monday. That's my $1 right there. That's Champ's Corner, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice
Thanks
meeting
for
you,
having
man.
me. You
I
too.
know. Thank you for coming on here and talking about
Yeah.
it. It was a pleasure. Incredible insight, man.
Yeah,
I think
thank you.
it's really cool. I love your analogy description. That's who I am. So
Yeah.
Here, I was like, yo, I'm in heaven. This is awesome.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one, man.
Score prediction.
Go Gators.
Okay, there it is.
I'm gonna give it 31-28 Gators.
I love it. Thanks,
All
man.
right, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Joe. Joe. What up, man?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
Good. I hop on?
Yeah. Come on.
Good? Hey, man, come on, man. Trying to, bro. Trying to.
Hey, what you got? Pouncy punch? Pouncy punch? Yeah. Hey, there's no punch, all pouncy.
Is this joint live?
It's live.
Wow.
Is that all right?
Yeah, let's talk.
Look at the rings, man. Let me see them real quick. Woo!
I got the Hall of Fame ring, the BCS.
Is this today?
Oh, no. This is the Gator Hall of Fame, not the
Okay.
Florida Georgia.
Will you get a ring for that too?
I don't know. I get a bus, like a head, like one of the.
Oh no! Shit.
I get a bus for that. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Where does it stay?
At the crib.
Oh, it comes with you.
Yeah,
I don't know if they put it up.
No, they have a spot where they show all of the busts out there. I think they do have a spot where one's gonna be here and they send one to the crib.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's gonna
hey,
be nice.
real quick, this is Joe Hayden, everybody. If you didn't know, hey, your dad's yoked. I don't know if you.
Bro, he was a professional. But he was a professional bodybuilder back in the day. Yeah.
Golly.
So that's the
He
reason,
came
man.
and flexed on us earlier. I was like, son, 21s. He told me.
21 inch.
21
yes,
inch.
That's
he said
about
he's
right.
23.
Yes.
You getting small on him?
The dude is 54 years old, bro.
Oh, 54.
54.
Mike said 44, and I was like,
No. That'd be crazy. He'd have had me at 10
right?
years old.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, he's a little
20,
young.
he's 20 years older than me.
54.
He had me at 20. Yeah, I'm the oldest of 5 boys.
He looks 44 though.
That's,
so that seems
legitimately,
reasonable.
what makes
Seems
sense.
reasonable.
Yes.
I don't know if you know this name, Shamal Patel.
Shamal Patel.
He used to run a club in Gainesville.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Was that with the hookah spot kind of?
Yes.
Yes. You know exactly.
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
talking. Sharab.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it might have been
But
Sharab.
Shamal is, they're probably all in together, but Shamal's my boy, though.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. So,
tell him I said what's up.
absolutely, man. I appreciate you coming on here, Joe.
No doubt,
this
man.
is a pleasure, man, watching you play all those years. I mean, you're a GOAT
Thank you, man.
in your position and
Appreciate
as
it,
a
bro.
Gator, man. Talk about this event, man, and just what it is to play at Florida Georgia from your perspective.
Florida Georgia, man, it's unbelievable because you have both fan bases and it's a split down the middle. I said that's the craziest thing because I never played in a stadium where it's literally 50-50. Crazy Gator fans, crazy Georgia fans,
Sure.
passionate, and and it's SEC ball. You're gonna get the best competition that you ever have, and it's just sick. You want to win that game.
Yeah, no, it's crazy to hear players because I think as fans, like, the split is cool, but when the players are like, yo, that's the wild part.
That's the wild part to us.
Because, yeah, you think about it, you play all year round.
Sprinkled all around in spots, but you never can go and you literally see the middle of it, the division where you look to this side, you can get the crowd hype. You look over this side, they really do not like you.
Does it feel like a road game, or what does it feel like?
It feels different. It feels like
can't even
it feels like a
comprehend it.
neutral site. It feels
Okay,
it feels
okay,
50-50. It feels 50-50.
Fair enough. Because the reason I ask is because the biggest issue with Florida is on the road lately, right?
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
past 2 years, we struggled on the road. So I'm trying to get a grasp of is this a road game, mindset wise, or when you're headed up here, even though it looks 50-50, mindset wise as a player, how did it roll for you?
Man, I mean, it was kind of the first time when I got into it in 2007 when we lost. That was just woke me up to the Florida Georgia rivalry. I didn't really know what it was until they ran.
That was the year they.
That was when they ran on the field on us and had
Yeah.
us and had me scared and looking crazy. I didn't know what was going on. So then the next year it was personal. So we felt like we had a way better team, and then we just tried to establish dominance, man. So it was what it was after that.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that. I mean, Swamp King's obviously a big deal and during that time. Was there a reason why you didn't have any involvement? Was it just they didn't ask, or?
No. They definitely asked. It was a couple of the guys that we just didn't. We didn't really know how our story was going to be portrayed.
Okay.
And at the same time, I'm not a guy that's like, gonna go snitch on myself. I think it was kind of a G. It was a low-key rated G. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was real things going on back when we were in school.
That's what Pouncy was saying.
And,
yeah.
and they brought up, like, it was nice. It was a really good documentary the way I saw it was done. But from the beginning, I just didn't feel like we went there. It was a great time. It was before social media. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You were literally, you can get away with stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It was a situation down there. There was a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just rather kind of stay away from it. And I
Yeah.
like the way they made it. It was what it was. They showed the mat drills was kind of one of the craziest things, because that's something when I was in Florida, I didn't understand what was going on. We were literally in combat, like choking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people going to
So
sleep.
talk to me about that, because I think that's so intriguing. That's not even legal anymore. You can't.
No, you'll get locked up. 1,000%. Everybody, whole staff locked up.
So how? Because we got a snippet of it. How often did you guys beat each other up? And what was your, like, showing up? It's like, where you were like, I gotta go beat my.
You already knew what it was the days before. Like, you were just preparing for that time. And it was
preparing
like,
for war.
Preparing for war, literally. But I think that's like, we were low-key brainwashed. We were ready for whatever. We thought, like, you got to compete at the highest level, and then what are you willing to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a real, like, that hate, not killers be killed, but, like, what are you going to do? 2 dogs, 1 bone. Like, the way Coach T says it, like, let's get it.
It's almost just like, and look, when you say brainwashed, and we've talked about on the show a multitude of times, that brainwashed, and Kirby kind of runs that now. It's not a negative thing.
No.
Because you're in that world. I'm being brainwashed to live this world, but this is the world that I'm in. I gotta go get it, so it's okay.
And it was making greatness. Like, we were not brainwashed to be losers. We were brainwashed to literally compete at the highest level. Like, every day you come in there, and I'm fighting against Percy Harvin, I'm fighting against Lewis Murphy. You want to show them that you're better. You want to compete. You want to show, even in the workouts. Tim Tebow was the hardest working person I've ever met, and I thought with my dad, since I've been lifting weights since I was seventh grade, that I was there ready. You know, I know failure. I know what it takes to, like, push past failure, and that's all that they did at Florida was, like, if you can fail, and then if you can get 7 more reps in, you're not pushing failure. When you, like, literally your body's shaking, and then you go down, like, just making sure you can show people you can push farther than you think you can push.
And a big thing too about, like, that war mentality. When you're doing those mat drills, you're literally, it's 2 dogs, 1 bone.
Yes.
Come game day, it's like, this is easy.
The games were fun. It was so much fun. There's nothing nobody could do to you in that game.
That the mat drills didn't do to you.
That the mat drills, or going against Percy Harvin, or going against those real dudes in practice would do against you. But the mat drills was literally a thing where it's like, I don't care how hard you hit me or whatever. Like, I got my pads on. I'm gonna get up and be good.
So how did this is wild. So who did y'all wrestle? How did that work?
It's position based, like, running backs versus linebackers.
So who you would be going up against in the field?
Legitimately, we're going against DBs, going against receivers.
Okay. So that's why you wrestling Percy.
Yeah, no. Me and Percy, the thing was too, I would never. I don't think Percy ever got choked out. I mean, this Coach Meyer would kind of have it in a way where I think that maybe one player would not do the mat drills, and I think the only player. I think Tebow did it, Cam did it. I don't know if I seen Percy
do
the crawling thing. I don't know. He might have. I promise he might have, but I would think it would be a problem if somebody choked out P. That was the only person on the team that we were like, that's the guy.
So what's crazy to me is that I have interviews with Steven, I've had interviews with Pouncey, and now yourself. Percy is to continue like the baseline. He's
the GOAT. What people don't understand, the quickest, fastest, like, just football player, I've never seen anybody like Percy Harvin. Like,
so he was my I got a jersey at home. Like, he was my guy. Like, there's a few of you that, like, I idolize, and, like, who wasn't idolizing Percy at that time. And it's like, obviously, like, as a fan you realize it, but when you hear the players talk, that's the biggest compliment I would assume,
for
right?
sure. Yes, because it's like, we knew if Percy, sometimes he was having migraines when we were in school and couldn't really practice much. We're like, if Percy can play on Saturday, coach, don't worry about him. He's going to be fine. Nobody cares. Nobody worries. Percy, as long as if you can suit up, baby, that's all we need. Like, we don't need you during the week. We know what you got. So he was literally, he was that good. He was that good.
So it sucks because, like, I feel like the migraines, like, we hear about it. I'm assuming they had a bigger factor to him not having a bigger career in the NFL.
I would think so.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Just because even in the NFL, when he touched the ball, he was so electric.
Every time. Like, he's going to make something happen. The dude is, you could put him in the run. He was the Debo Samuel before Debo. You put him in the backfield, give him the ball, put him punt return, put him kick return. You just want the ball to be in Percy's hands because good things are going to happen.
And so, again, like wrestling him, just kind of like his strength, was he just like a freak of, was he just differently up here?
Saying,
Like,
I don't know
what was
with the wrestling part, but like, no, he was. His bench press, he was a big, strong dude, too. Little ankles, quickest dude, feet fast, like 10-yard burst, everything. It was just, and that's when I went to Florida. I went as a quarterback, switched to wide receiver. I was behind Percy Harvin, and then he changed me to DB, to corner. And then Coach Meyer had me cover Percy Harvin every single day to get me to DB.
I didn't realize that. So you were quarterback.
Quarterback. I came as a quarterback.
Then switched to wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
And you're a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Then I never played corner in my life until I went to Florida. I played safety in high school and quarterback. And then when I came to Florida, my first time ever playing corner.
So, okay, that's incredible, first of all. I mean, the athlete, obviously, was number one. Who do you give the most credit to in just your development? Is it Pops with the gym?
Oh, my God, for sure. I give my Pops just because my mental state, I was so ready for work. I knew how to work. I knew how to try to push past failure. I knew just like, and then we were on protein shakes and all that stuff since I was in the 7th grade. So we really, really like focused on trying to get strong.
You walked in an expert.
Oh, we walked in ready for the work. So the work wasn't the problem. It was just like trying to perfect my craft.
So, I mean, nowadays, I mean, have you seen like with recruiting, they have the ATH athlete. You would probably have been recruited as an athlete. I don't think they had that position as much.
No, they did. I went as a quarterback, but I was the number 2 athlete after Eric Berry. Yeah, it was not too bad.
Yeah, that's you. What were you a star as a quarterback?
What was I starting? No, they gave me the athlete star. I was a 4-star, 48th player in the country.
As an athlete?
As an athlete.
Okay, but you got recruited by...
I recruited at Florida as a quarterback.
Wow.
Yep.
And look, in high school, that's what we talk about all the time. High school, like, you usually put your most athletic player back there because they're just going to touch the ball. They're going to make something happen. Yep. And that doesn't mean that they're in the right position. Was it hard for you to transition, or were you just completely like, I'm all in?
A little bit, but when I was behind Tim Tebow and Cam Newton, so I was like, this one thing I'm not going to get in. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
Coach Meyer came to me and was like, I went to receiver. I was behind Percy. He was like, Joe, you could start as a corner as a true freshman, and if you like the position, you can stay there. He said, if you don't rock with it, we'll switch you back to offense next year. And I called my dad. He was like, at this time, so there's not too many 5'11" quarterbacks in the NFL, so if you want to make the NFL a thing, I think you just try it out. So I switched over to corner, and then the rest is history.
I mean, yeah, you became the GOAT. I mean, watching you, obviously, you're one of the guys that, like with the major, right? You're in that class, in my opinion, where you were one of those Gator greats that if I'm watching, I'm going to be cheering for that team because you were part of that team.
Oh, man.
Talk about you a little bit just about your NFL experience.
NFL,
I get the Cavs hat on, obviously, playing.
Oh, man. The NFL experience was wild. I got drafted to Cleveland.
Yep.
And it was sick. I mean, it was crazy because LeBron went to Miami when I got to Cleveland, but he was still there. But after my 4th year, he ended up leaving Miami and coming back. And I was really, really big into the basketball games, walking with Dan Gilbert. So when they were terrible, I was going to all of the games. The better coach, GM, they're on the same page.
Sure.
The players are there. You know what I'm saying? So
more cohesiveness from top to bottom.
Very much, way more.
So where was, I mean, obviously going to Cleveland, going to games was crazy. Where was like for you? Where did you enjoy playing more, and where did you like living more for you?
I love the city of Cleveland. Like,
really?
It sounds crazy, but if people, they give Cleveland so much stuff. It's like, yeah, it's Cleveland. Who wants to go to Cleveland?
Yeah.
I'm like, I would go to Cleveland and have a blast. You probably never been to Cleveland with the right people.
I've never been to Cleveland.
You know what I'm
in
saying?
general.
It bring you to Cleveland where you have a really good time. Good food,
I'll give you a call.
restaurants. Trust me, I got you. But I think the thing was Cleveland, the city, the fans were amazing. I think the thing when I went to Pittsburgh, Coach Tomlin was my favorite coach I've ever played for in my life. And seeing the way that organization was ran, like professionals, business, they didn't have the best facilities, for sure. Cleveland's facilities are so much better than Pittsburgh's. But when you're in there, it's no bullshit. Everybody's
business.
locked. It's business.
It doesn't matter about the facilities because we're here to win football games.
Oh, man. What are we talking about?
Weight to weight.
Weight to weight. The 25-pound is a 25-pound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't matter if it's shiny or not.
Come on, man.
So I've been hearing that. What's crazy is that, like, I didn't even think about it, but the NFL's facilities apparently are dog shit compared to what college is.
No. Florida Gators facility is better than probably, I would say, I don't know if 32, probably 30 NFL teams.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. Pittsburgh Steelers wouldn't get a 2-star recruit. Just being honest. Oh, for sure.
Like if they had to recruit based on their facilities.
Oh, my God. They're not going there. you look at Alabama, look at Florida, stuff like it's crazy. Like, it's the NFL. They're like, boy, you
we don't care.
We don't care.
You don't have a choice.
Or they're going to tape you up, and you're going to go out there and ball. Or if you're not, we're going to replace you. Like,
that is wild.
It's business, though, man. It's real.
But at that point, though, do you care about that kind of
No, I mean, we would like it. You know what I'm saying? It's nice when you have it, but when I went to Pittsburgh, you kind of understand, like, it is what it is. Like, we're not here for –
We're here to win football games.
We're here to win football games. We're sharing the facility with Pitt. It's split in half. Pittsburgh Panthers are to the right of us. Steelers are to the left, literally.
No way.
Oh, you talk about junior varsity for sure, but they're not. That's not. Who cares? What are we talking about?
That is, I never knew that. It's here, like, again, Pitt. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, they're a powerhouse. Like, year in and year out, like, no matter who's at quarterback, the Steelers are going to be in it.
Yep, because Coach T, never a losing season, bro.
Never.
Since 17, 18 years.
Dog.
That's crazy.
I love it. That's cool to hear, too, that you're out of Urban, too. Just
oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Again, not a
shot.
People try to spin that stuff.
No, I'll just say, it's no disrespect to Herb. It's just a compliment to Mike Tomlin.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. What's your favorite place you played at as a professional?
Dallas Cowboys Stadium was amazing, and Kansas City. Kansas City, the crowd was just so loud, and Dallas just because it was a beautiful stadium.
It is a beautiful stadium. And favorite college stadium you played at? Outside the Swamp, of course.
Okay. LSU. Tigers. When we played them the night.
Over Tennessee?
Yeah. Over Tennessee for me. We played them in the night game. It was the atmosphere. We played them night game. It was like 1 versus 3. Had a pick. You know, it didn't hurt. So I think the LSU that was the loudest stadium, like craziest environment. They had the Tigers sitting right outside of our locker room. Like, we had to walk around to get to the field, and then we ended up winning the game.
Hostile environment, too.
Hostile.
So if you could sit down with Billy Napier and have a one-on-one like this, nobody's listening, and you could give him advice on how to tap into what that championship run, those 08s, 06, 07, that team, what would be your advice from a player's perspective to Napier?
I'm going to tell you, man, I don't really think with Napier, it's more of I think you got to have your best players have to be dogs. Your best players, I think it's nothing really like the coach can kind of do for them as much. You know, I think that he just has to get into the mindset of your best players have to be your hardest workers. Your best players have to be the dudes that are leading by example. And I think that's kind of where I don't know where the leadership stands for the team. So I think he needs to get his, with Tim Tebow, myself, Brandon Spikes, we saw from the documentary, Urban Meyer had us to the point where your best players are your hardest workers. That's the only way that everybody can be like, he doesn't get away when he goes hard, and you see it, and you got to lead by example, bro. So
you can have good workers, you can have grinders, but if they're not him, it's not going to matter anyway.
It doesn't. You're going to grind and be your backup wide receiver. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be a grinder and be a dog, bro. You need to be the wide receiver that's the best. Like Tebow, myself, Percy, you just had this. But Percy's a dog. We just want Percy on the field. You know what I'm saying? So with the work, whatever. But I'm just saying, with Spikes, Tebow, myself, Major Wright, hard workers. So you're not gonna. The other dudes can't slap. You can't slap. Like, why? How?
So, and speaking to the tables being split up between you're eating shit today or you're eating hot dogs today. Did you ever eat hot dogs?
Never. What are you talking about?
I gotta ask.
No.
I didn't
Legitimately,
think so.
trust me. I was eating filet mignon since freshman year.
So can you talk about that a little bit just for a quick second? And then I got a question from Q Lee here. How did that bode with the team? Did everyone just this is it? They're brainwashed to believe this is what it is?
That's what I'm telling you is, if I was the best player, like me, Major, it was the orange group. It's the orange group, blue group, and white group. I forgot the exact order
was.
Dogs?
That was the
tiers.
Group,
if you're in the group, the orange group, that means you're the hardest worker. You're eating the good food.
Okay.
You're blue, you're middle, whatever. If you're white,
trash.
So it gets to the point where all of the dogs are instantly going to be in the orange, not because of who we are, but because when we're on the practice field, when we're working, when we're grinding, it's that effort, that pushing past failure is really what we're doing. So we're literally leading by example. We wouldn't put us in there just for no reason.
Sure.
You have to show. You got to earn it. So it was a pride thing for us too. We're the best, and we're going to show you that we work harder than you. You know what I'm saying? So just an inside competition of this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it was a battle where coaches didn't really have to. Once they got us to and showing us what this is.
Once the mindset was there?
Mindset, I bet. So now I'm eating the steak and I'm like, what? That's all I needed to know. You do that, you get grades, you get to move off campus after your freshman year. Me and Major Wright, off campus, sophomore year. Percy Harvin off campus, obviously, maybe freshman year. But like, if you're that dog and you're doing your stuff,
You're gonna take care of.
You get the.
It was like the NIL before NIL.
Exactly.
That's
and you
huge.
wanted that. I'm like, yeah, everybody doesn't get treated the same, and you have to understand that. Everybody get treated fairly, but you're not gonna get treated the same.
Sure.
I'm not Percy. I'm not Tebow. I can understand that, but I'm gonna get treated nice. I'm gonna do my thing.
I'm gonna still get my own. Yeah.
I'm gonna still get mine.
Yeah.
Everybody can get theirs.
That's incredible. Q says, ask him who's the toughest wide receiver you went against in the NFL.
Man, it's three. It's three. I got Calvin Johnson.
Wow, that's huge,
Calvin
man.
Johnson, man. Antonio Brown.
Wow, you was a.
Man.
I forget you. I mean, you played with those dogs.
And
Okay?
Julio Jones. I would say fourth and fifth, Odell Beckham, prime Odell, and A.J. Green. Because he was going.
AJ.
When he was in Cincinnati, when he first came into the league.
You played him a lot, too.
Him and Andy. Oh, I played him twice a year,
Yeah.
every year. So, just seeing him so much, him and seeing AB every year, I was like, God, to be more careful.
So, I mean, like, it's kind of like, again, you're Joe Hayden. Like, you're a GOAT, right, in my opinion. And, again, going up against other GOATs, that's crazy for you to say those names. Like, you sized up against those guys.
For sure. And I'm over there in Cleveland, single high. No safety help, like press.
5'11", what's Calvin? Like,
6'5", 6'5", 240, 4'3", 42 inch,
just
climbing the
climbing
ladder. God, literally.
That's too cool to hear, man.
Right.
And Antonio, is he as crazy as he leads on to be? Or you think he's a lot as a character?
Antonio knows exactly what he's doing, man.
Okay.
He's a good. I really like Antonio Brown. I was super happy when I got to be on his team. In 2017, 18. He's just incredible. The way how he does that on the field, and then I think it worked really well with him and Ben. Ben was able to extend plays, and AB just they worked in unison. Like Travis and Pat, it was more like it was a dynamic duo.
Yeah. And one last thing, I'll let you go, man. I do appreciate you.
Oh,
hey, what are you doing right now where people can kind of follow you and keep up with judo?
Man, I'm actually right now. I'm living in LA.
Okay.
Doing a little bit of like TV. I'm doing a little bit of NFL Network, a little bit of Fox. But right now I'm kicking it with my boys. I got a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old boy.
Awesome.
Getting them into golf. I'm a big golfer now, bro. I'm retired. I got nothing but time, so I'm just swinging the club.
I'm a golfer.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I'm an 11 index now, bro. I'm gonna get
11
right.
handicap?
Yeah, 11 handicap.
I'm like a 4 or 5.
I need 6 strokes. I need 6, 7 strokes.
Hey, let's get at it then.
Right.
Wait, we got to get it down with that.
No
I
doubt.
just had a son too. He's turned in a year and a week.
Oh man, congratulations,
the most
bro.
incredible thing in the world, is it not?
Literally.
It's
That's what I'm like. I wake up, my boys come over to me, get to bring them to school sometimes, pick them up. Like,
I was talking about, it's so cool, like coming to Dallas, you as a kid, right? Like early 20s, you're crying, you're like, I gotta do this, and then you have a kid, and your whole perspective changes.
Oh, yes,
it's
1,000%.
The greatest thing in the world, is it not?
Literally.
He's turning a year, and I've been an emotional wreck. Like it's the greatest thing in the world, but it's been tough watching him grow up.
Yeah.
But it's cool because like he's got a personality, so it's bittersweet.
The crazy part is you can't teach them everything. You just gonna see him naturally just start turning.
He's his
own. He's his own. Like he's gonna be doing.
You
stuff.
want him to figure out.
Yeah,
though.
for sure.
Like, I want you to fall and bust your head, and like,
you got to. Don't do that one again.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah,
for sure.
That's cool, man. I love talking to other dads. I always ask their opinion. Can you give me your number one advice for me as an up-and-coming father?
I would say, just when you're there with them, just be as present as you possibly can. Because the time goes by so fast. You know what I'm saying? So just, I always do. It's not about like the quality. It's the quality time, not the quantity amount of time. So when you're there with your kid, just be as present as possible. Always just trying to just give them good guidance. We're going to be like, I know, did you have a boy or a girl?
Boy.
You got a boy? I got 2 little boys. And just trying to raise gentlemen, man. Just trying to show them the right way, the way I treat their mother. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get them a good example because, like, you know, the world's crazy out here now. So just trying to slow it down and just being able to have real conversations with your kids to know, like, you're the dad. You know what I'm saying? So everything, like, the real stuff that he's going to want to, like, know his real, like, manners and stuff is going to come from you. I got Joey and Jet.
Joey Jr.?
Joey the 4th. I'm the 3rd.
Oh, okay,
Joey the 4th, and
cool
I got my son Jet Hayden.
Jet?
Yeah.
That
dude, oh my gosh. 4
love
years
that.
old, fast.
Fat Jet.
Jet.
I love that.
Yes, bro.
So I named my son Beckett Tiger.
Hey.
I told you I told you I'd go, baby. Let's get it.
That's hilarious.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Joe, this has been a pleasure, man.
Thank you, bro.
I can't thank you enough
for sure.
for sitting down with me. Pinch me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is real life, bro, brother.
Yeah.
My man, thank you so much, though, bro.
Score prediction and go Gators.
27-24 Gators. Come on, man.
Yes, sir,
Let's
man.
get
Have
it.
fun, man.
Thank you, brother.
No, you're being pulled another direction.
still rolling, baby. We're like 200 plus strong in
Oh,
here.
I'm back, and the phone is on Do Not Disturb.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Dude, I was incredible interview, bro. Like,
Hell yeah.
Joe freaking Hayden, dude.
Joe Hayden being inducted into the Ring of Honor today.
We were talking about he's going to bust on his head.
Dude, University of Florida Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Soon to be NFL Hall of Fame.
Easily.
No doubt.
Easily.
No doubt.
No question about it.
He's the man.
Dude, crazy to think that like somebody like that, like the conversation I just
They're
had,
normal people.
It's like
You
I'm
know,
talking to you right now.
Yeah, it's
wild.
ridiculous, yeah.
It's wild.
No, all of them. They've been so kind to us. And,
Yeah, dude, so cool. That
they're just,
dude, they're awesome people.
they're good. They're like, let's send it.
I think, and again, it just kind of shows how great Gator Nation is.
Exactly.
Gator Nation is.
Absolutely.
My buzz is starting to wear off a little bit, thankfully. I was throwing shots back with Pouncy, bro.
Yeah, mine's not. I see this bottle of tequila sitting here. I'm going to keep drinking.
Oh, that's yeah. Plug the company.
Ray
for
Supremo, drink up.
Sure. So Carlos Dunlap, is that Dunlap right there?
That is right behind us. You can see him literally above my head.
Bro,
Carlos Dunlap.
How tall is Carlos Dunlap?
He's not 5'9" and 3/4. I can tell you that.
Bro, you're telling me, bro. When I saw him get out of the car, I was like, God.
Yeah. Should we ask him?
I mean, how tall he is?
Hey, Carlos, come here real quick. Oh, sign that football.
We got to get him on this bitch, too.
Yeah, definitely.
This is another Jort boy?
This is Jort Boy.
Look at this.
Mikey,
look at this. Look.
we're live. Look at those.
Look at
Look
this
at those. Look at those.
Hey, we had Joe Dayton's dad flex, so I would. Do we had Joe Dayton's dad flex earlier? Yeah. Well, this is better. This is good. But he had 21s, so I don't. Yeah. Okay. Joe's wife? He's
Carlos,
awesome.
we got one question for you, brother. How tall are you?
6'7". Official. Don't read the report. 6'7" out of Carlos Dunlap.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah. High Top Sports, how are we feeling today?
Hey, he's
We're streaming. Drop some comments in. Show some love to the Jort boys. Show some love to my man Sheldon. Sorry, that tequila's kicking in. We're getting a dap up. We got a regular out here. That's your boy right there.
Hey, thank you. Hey, also shout out to
Sheldon's busy. I'm a drink. Union break.
We were talking about dad. My son took me.
That was terrible.
I love it.
Drink.
Yes, ma'am. What the fuck? What was? Did you just puke?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'm live.
What?
We're here on the air.
Are you?
Salsa up there. I ruined Sheldon's boots.
Bro, what the fuck?
I warned your viewers. We're gonna scoop that off to the side. We're live. Y'all were wondering if this was edited or not. It is not.
Oh my God!
I can't wait to watch that on YouTube in the morning.
Puke and rally, bro.
Puke and rally. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna have my warm fall fusion here
go
wash it down.
get some water. Go get some
I
water.
hope this is water.
It is. That's the community water now. I love it, man.
We're back. Sorry.
Hey, it's bumping now.
I'll buy you new boots.
You're good.
Yeah.
Look, you did enough. We're here. I'm having a blast. I appreciate you having me.
Good, man. Absolutely.
This relationship is becoming a beautiful flower,
Bro.
beautiful butterfly.
And now that I know you're local, I thought you weren't local this whole time.
No.
Oh, I'm going to be bothering you on a weekly basis.
That's fine.
Get me down there.
I got a kid, so I'm going to be a Debbie Downer, probably turn some of it down, but
That's fine.
I'll make as much as I can.
I don't have a kid. I can take over.
That's fair too. We
Wipe the puke out of my mustache. There you go, yeah.
My buddy goes, Ricky, clip it. Like, somebody clip that.
Clip it, yeah.
Yeah, like, what do we, like,
Don't clip it. Leave it in. We're unedited.
No, we're going to clip it and repost it just as you
Oh,
puking
perfect.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
What's up, man? How are you, man?
Bro,
I'll come say hey.
Sheldon's more famous than I am out here. This is insane.
Oh, bro, High Top, man, the family is incredible. They travel deep, dude.
Good, bro.
It's
Good.
a blast.
So-
Did you puke on my mic?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't.
So you've and your followers have heard the story about me and the Jort Boys.
Yes.
Tell me about you. I obviously know you from Ethan and all that, but how did you get started? How did you get into all of it?
Appreciate the question. I'm used
Yeah,
to being on the
absolutely,
other side. I went to college for communication. I wanted to be a
College.
I agree. I want to be a part of radio. I was a part of a radio station. I can't remember his name, a small station off like some AM. Got my start there, and then I switched from communication to sports management because I love sports. And then that kind of went through the roof. Went back to communication. Went and got a real job.
Yeah.
I still have a real job currently. And then I was like, you know what? I did the vlogging and I made YouTube content. And I was like, I love sports. I love talking. Like I genuinely enjoy it. I contacted this doofus over here, who's an FSU fan. He's got a great voice. That's about all he has going for him.
He does have a great voice.
Phenomenal
Yeah,
voice.
phenomenal.
And I was like, hey man, I want to do this. Let's rock. And the rest is history, man. We
Yeah.
started posting content, and we got blessed.
So what was your first start? Was it YouTube?
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
And now you guys are on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah, wherever. Yeah,
Facebook.
Wherever you can find us anywhere.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love to hear it, man.
But and
Awesome.
people liked us, we got lucky.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
We've talked about doing a Jort Boys podcast a time or two, but right now we're just being guests on different shows. So.
Yeah, no, you got to do it, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's a cool atmosphere. People want to hear other people's stories. Man.
Exactly.
It's a good way.
We've talked about a few times getting absolutely blackout hammered, like in a bar,
Phenomenal
and
idea.
starting the stream.
Phenomenal idea.
Yeah, you know?
I mean, there's a possibility of cancels, but I think you guys are like in that world of uncancelable. So
Right.
I think you'll be just fine.
We'll go to Rumble.
You just puked on me, and I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're homies now.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're like Eskimo
Brothers,
bros.
yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Not quite Eskimo bros, but
My insides and his insides are now one. Just
Yeah,
if that's
I'm
what
not-
it takes, absolutely.
I'm honestly honored that I was puked on by
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah.
Clip it, Ricky.
Oh, gosh, it's incredible. Yeah, so Ricky said 365 vlogs. So that was where it started. I made a vlog every single day for 365 days in a row.
I love it.
Yeah, and nobody watched, but
That's all right.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I documented an entire year, which I'll cherish forever, and
Yeah.
it allowed me to. I don't know. I probably should go to water. I don't.
I mean, now that I got it all up, my stomach's empty.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I've been
Like you said, puke and rally. It's a great tequila. I hate tequila, as you could tell from the previous scene, but
incredible.
Oh, it's good.
Do you want to show them your jersey?
should I?
Careful with
Yeah.
Put a cap on it.
Why I bought it.
Well, I'm more my gear.
Oh, yeah. I didn't buy that. There we go. 3 weeks on the team. See if I can squat down here. We got Timmy T in the building. So it's funny. I've met every fucking celebrity that's ever rolled through Jacksonville, especially when it comes to playing football or UFC especially. We're real big in that world. Tim Tebow lives 2 miles down the street from me. I have not met him yet. I've been here for 5 years now.
I mean, with your connections, I feel like you gotta step it up. I ripped my chair. Look at this. I'm sinking. You see this?
Fat ass. you want to switch?
Steve, can I get the blue chair? I felt it kind of pop.
Yeah, why do we even have a red chair? We're anti-Georgia
this
Bulldog Nation today.
It's a sign. The bluest chair's broke?
Oh, my gosh.
Just-
You want to sit on my face? Lap?
No.
Okay.
Is it worse than this? You have a chair in the car? Can you go get it? I don't care. Just get me a chair.
God, I hope she sees this one day.
Who?
The girl that I just gave a kiss on the cheek to. Clip that, Ricky. Send that to me.
We're just constant clippable content here.
JP, come in here real quick.
Come here real
We
quick.
got one of the best DJs in Jack's Beach right here, Johnny Oz. Follow him on
He's
Instagram.
not going to get a drink. He's just going to say hey, and I'll let him go. He's just going to say hey real quick.
All right, all
And then
good.
he's going to go. What's up, baby?
Watch your feet. There's puke on the floor.
Yeah, he just puked on us.
No,
A little-
some dick puked all over the place.
Hey, come say hey real quick, Bozeman. That's my Bozeman boys and girls. You picked South Carolina. Don't think I forgot. No, oh my God!
Wow, he's gonna say that. Carlos done that
Good
right
seeing
behind
you,
us,
buddy.
6'7".
All right, don't get me in trouble. Good seeing you, Bubba. Hey, if you're still here, I'll come say hey. Are you guys gonna leave? I don't know.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. You too, buddy. Look, man.
Ricky, don't clip that.
Don't clip that. Don't clip that. He just kissed a girl with puke mouth. I think you clipped it before the puke mouth.
No,
right?
she knew. She knew. She liked it.
Oh my goodness gracious. Hey,
Fuck
dude,
it.
We've had the Pouncy Bros on. I got to talk to Joe Hayden. This has been incredible. I
Yeah.
can't.
I mean,
I can't.
you got future NFL Hall of Famers on your podcast.
Yeah,
man. We did the damn thing.
Yeah,
So-
hey, Mama, we made it. You know what I mean? That's
If you guys somehow have service out here and you're partying right now and looking for a place to come to, 278 Talleyrand. We've dropped the price. Feel free to negotiate with our bouncers, man. We'll be nice to you. We're just trying to get rid of all
if
this
you know,
alcohol.
hey, tell me no high top. We'll give you a discount. We'll give
Yeah.
you even a bigger discount.
Absolutely.
At this point, girls are going to be free.
Okay, I wouldn't say
All right,
that.
all right,
I
sorry,
wouldn't say
sorry,
that.
sorry,
I'm still
sorry.
trying to make some money here, but
All right,
we can run a disco for the girls.
Yeah, and the boys come say hey to us.
Exactly. If you got tits, essentially, obese guy or a young girl, over 21 at least, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Legal age. Look, it's unlimited. All you can drink.
All you can drink.
They've got Pouncy Punch, which is not. There's no punch, like I've mentioned a few times now.
It's straight liquor.
It's all Pouncy.
It's literally rum and liqueur. That's it. Yeah. It's 40% alcohol and 20% alcohol mixed together.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I don't know if that makes it 60% or 30%, but whatever.
It's a lot.
It gets you fucked up. That's for sure.
It's a lot.
I think it's 60%.
I want to get Dunlap and Stephen Harris on the show.
Yeah.
Stephen Harris, obviously, we connected you with him.
Definitely. Great guy. So
cool.
Yep. We set him up with a hotel out in Jack's Beach for the night. Yeah. So
you guys are the man.
Dude, if you guys are
I'm heading back.
Okay.
I'm heading back. Yeah, you're good. I appreciate you, though.
No, I'm just saying, well, we're throwing an after party tonight at Salt. If you guys are Jacksonville locals, Salt, out there in Jack's Beach, show them. Honestly, even if you're not here, it might be cheaper and more worth your money to buy a ticket online to the tailgate. If you show the bouncers that you bought a ticket, you can skip the line. Today's the busiest day of the year in Jack's Beach for the bars. It's going to be about a 2-hour wait come 11 o'clock to get in.
Oh, shit.
Go online, buy a ticket, type in high top for a 10% discount.
Yep.
We'll allow you to skip the line, come in. We'll have VIP section set off with all the Rey Supremo tequila in the world.
So it's 1:20 now, and you're puking.
Well, I mean, I'm sober. I'm just not a tequila. I'm not sober, but.
That tequila made you do that?
Yeah, no, I'm not a tequila fan. Like, it's a great tequila. It's a
good.
premium product. I'm just not a tequila fan.
But you've taken 3 sips since you puked.
Yeah, well, I mean, I bought it. I might as well drink it. You know what I mean? What am I going to do, return it?
I'm speechless. I'm never not speechless on my podcast. Almost 300 people in here, boys and girls.
Yeah, I mean,
Smash
the
them.
Jort boys leave people speechless, that's for sure.
Oh, there's an FSU logo behind me every time I lean up. They're telling me to switch spots. Yeah, I know. Well, hey, look, thankfully Steve had a chair. Apparently my chairs are all just eroded and completely
Pieces of shit.
Completely shot.
Chairs
so.
haven't been relevant since 09.
Yeah,
Dare I say that?
Yeah, they're struggling for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
But look, man, again, tell them where we're at once again. Come by, say hey if you're here. I mean, why would you not come say hey again? Discounted price, use code HIGHTOP.
Yeah, I mean,
What's the address?
The lot across the street is offering $75 all you could drink. We're offering $50. So, I mean, we got the best DJs in Jacksonville.
I can promise you that lot doesn't have Pouncey Brothers, Joe Hayden, and Major Wright.
They do not.
That
we have
I
them.
can, I can
we have
confirm.
them. They don't, unless they have quadruplets. But as far as I know, there's twins.
Yeah,
so
there's
we have
only
them both here, and it's more than the sign right behind us over here. We have them in person. $50, all you could drink. Tell them you know High Top. Skip the line. 278 Talleyrand Avenue. Walk by. Come on through. If you're not in the area and you want to come party with the twins tonight, buy a ticket online anyways. We'll get you a chance to skip the line. I promise it's cheaper than what they're going to charge you at the door if you try to skip the line and offer them cash. So, again, enter High Top Sports or just High Top. That's the promo code, and we'll get you in on a discount. Come party with us tonight.
And if you're wearing jorts, is there another discount?
No, but there's a better chance that my guys, might want to take you home or have some fun. So
Okay.
They got a couple extra hotel rooms that haven't been filled up by athletes yet.
We got a $10 super chat from Chris Passmore. Says, "Let's go Gators." $10.
Are you wrapping it up right now, or do you want me to bring someone else on for you?
I gotta get Stephen Harris on. I'd love to talk to Dunlap, so we're not going anywhere.
Let me get Joey, our manager, on. He's got a lot to talk about Jacksonville, and while he's on, I'll go recruit the other guys for you.
Absolutely.
And then you can kick Joey off as soon as you're sick and tired of talking to him.
Absolutely.
Joey Beck, come here real quick.
Oh, Joey with the
All right.
first. Joey
Again, guys, Colin Elpress from the Jort Boys. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for the support. We look forward to seeing you guys either later today or tonight. I'm bringing Joey on right now.
Who? Who? Ooh, Joey, how we doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Got the Joey Fresh fade.
I'm good.
No, you have to. Everyone's
good.
Okay. All right.
Not today.
Yeah, I was gonna try to peer pressure you there, but we don't have to do that. Joey, we got to talk about a little bit of Jort Boys. You're the manager of Jort Boys?
So they brought me on for this event to manage the tailgate.
Okay.
I know Colin through family, so
Okay.
I manage a bar down at the beach.
Okay.
So he brought me on to do this.
So how's that been for you? How's today been managing the event?
So far, so good.
No, easy peasy.
Nothing crazy yet, thank God. Knock on wood somewhere.
It's probably the after party. Are you managing that as well?
I will be working after this.
So that's going to be where I think
Surf at the bar.
you're going to have.
And I think they're doing something somewhere else too.
Fantastic. And are you a Gator fan, or you just? Or that says zero.
Zero bad
What's that?
days.
What is that? Is that a Jort Boys motto?
It's one of our friends' clothing company. So we brought him in today to do some Gator
Cool.
stuff for it.
I love it. I love the mindset of it too. Again, 0 bad days. So you got to be positive all the time. So are you Gator then, or
Nope. Just rocking it for today.
just partying then? Who are you then?
Partying. Syracuse.
Oh, deep from the trenches. You guys took a beating last night against VTech.
Absolutely.
Is that where you went to school at?
No, I actually went to school down here, but I'm from Syracuse.
Okay, so New York area.
Yep.
Good stuff. What got you down here?
School.
School.
I wanted to get out of the cold, so I came down, got
Fair.
to school here, and I just never went back.
Fair enough. And how I mean, again, this is an incredible event. We've been talking about how the people can be involved. Are you just kind of just watching and partying and all that today?
Yep. Watching all the bartenders, so I hired all the bartenders, got all the liquor, everything. So
So
just
are
making sure everything runs smooth.
Sure. Now, tell me, obviously, give people a tour where they can follow you at. Is this kind of something you try to do on the side too as well? Continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
And where can they find you at?
where do I work?
Or I mean, just you personally on Instagram, things like that.
My Instagram's Joey_VEC.
Okay. In case you want to plug some more manager
Yeah,
opportunities,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? So, but Joe, I appreciate it, man. I want to get some. We got Dunlap and Stephen Harris.
Got some big guys here. So.
Yeah, but I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Pleasure, man. Nice
Enjoy
to
the
meet
rest
you,
of your
man.
day.
Yes, sir, man. Go Gators. What up, big dog? How are you, man? Talk to me, man. How you doing?
All right, I don't know how this works. Oh, I can hear you.
There you
for
go.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
It's easy squeezy.
Well, hey, I
What's-
just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
You're my fucking spirit animal.
Okay.
And I commented on one of your videos,
Okay.
and I said I could share a handle with Shelton P. And you said, "Come on." And here I am.
And here you are.
Here I am.
What's your name?
Jeremy Kendrick. Jeremy with a G.
Jeremy with a G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was after the Tennessee game.
I said I was sharing a handle.
You was plastered.
Yeah, I was like,
And here I am. Here I am.
All right, we're gonna.
Obviously, I've had some tequila.
So I mean, you want to share that? You want to take a shot together?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I got a cup.
Absolutely. Here we are.
I got it. Jeremy, I got it.
All right,
Jeremy
bet,
with a
bet,
G.
bet, bet,
Jeremy
bet,
with
bet,
a G.
bet. Well, I'll pour. I'm a sailor, so.
All right, easy. That's yours.
Whoop,
We're splitting it. You splitting it?
Yeah.
I'm not drinking it. I got to drive home.
Hey, cheers to your health, my friend.
Yeah, thank
Cheers
you.
to your health.
Woo! You weren't kidding. Sailor for sure.
For real.
So, hey, I appreciate you, man,
Yeah.
being a follower of the show.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate you coming out today. It means a lot, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nothing will make me happier, for sure. I had to come out here.
How you feel about the game today, big guy?
You know, I think that if we can start fast, I think that we'll be okay. With all the crap that we got from Kentucky and South Carolina, the fact that we're still a top 10 defense is optimistic.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that without Brock Bowers, I think we got a chance.
We got to make some
I think
moves.
we got a chance.
We got to make some moves.
Hey, but you know, it's in God's hands now. You know, who knows?
we're just partying.
Yeah, we're just partying.
We've done our part.
Yeah, absolutely.
You going to the game?
Absolutely.
Where you sitting?
I don't know what the ticket is, but we're
give me a
upper bowl.
percent.
Upper bowl.
Okay.
You going?
Middle? No, I'm heading back to the crib.
Come on, no fun.
I got a live stream, so you can message me afterwards and go, hey, handle, and I go, yes again.
Okay.
I'm glad we were able to solidify your comment.
Here we are.
That's
my dream come true right there.
mine too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I get comments like all the time, say, hey, we're going to be like,
Yeah.
not thinking it's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
But I love that it
No, I
happened.
made it a point to come over here. I was like, I gotta get on and have some liquor with my guy.
I would prefer not tequila, but it's Pouncey's tequila. So.
Well, I mean, there's still opportunity. We can find some bourbon, some whiskey, some scotch. I'm a big scotch guy.
I'm an old-fashioned guy.
Bourbon.
Bourbon,
Okay.
bourbon.
All right.
Scotch, that's
Hey, man.
That's running deep.
Yeah, me and my wife over there. We went to Scotland. This is Rhea.
This Miss Mama Jeremy.
Yeah,
Miss Jeremy.
Rhea Kendrick. Yeah. We went to Scotland. I golfed at St. Andrews. I know you're a golfer.
Oh, you golf too. Joe Hayden's a golfer.
Is he?
We were talking about it.
Dude, we gotta come on.
Yeah, we gotta make something happen.
So-
what's your handicap? He's a plus 11. I gotta know.
I'm lowest I've been is 13.
All right, you may not make the Final Four.
I'm inconsistent.
I got Judd, who's a scratch golfer.
Okay.
Myself, Joe Hayden, and then one of the Townsend brothers. That's gonna be the perfect four. Shit. Jerry, what do we do?
What? Huh?
Who am I gonna sit out on that?
Come on. Just come up. Listen, I just joined a country club up in Maryland, Baltimore.
Oh shit!
Or,
Well, now you're speaking my
Washington.
language.
Come up there, man. I got free,
Is that where you're
free
from?
passes. No, I'm from Florida. I'm from Gainesville.
But you got a.
My brother, he was a former. He's on the 2016. Brandon Kendrick.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You know Steven?
Yeah.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah. He knows Steven.
Steven, Brandon, Steven.
Yeah. They know each other.
06 champ. You guys know each other? You guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, so yeah, come up. I got free passes for you at the country club. We'll just go hit some balls.
Brother's going to get us up there.
No, I'm gonna get you up there. I'm the golfer.
Oh, that's
Jesus
true.
Christ.
So what is he? He just has the membership. Does he play?
No, I have the membership, Shelby.
Oh! I thought you said
Jesus Christ.
I'm a little buzzed.
You're making fun of Holly's forehead over here, and I'm telling you, I done told you 4 times that I got the membership.
I wasn't listening. I'm
Jesus
fine. You said your brother, and then I got distracted. All right,
no.
I'm sorry.
He was on
So
the
why do you have
016.
membership in Maryland if you live down here?
I don't live here.
I know.
I live in Baltimore/Washington.
So you do live up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's where I got confused. I thought you said you lived down here.
Yeah,
okay, so
Ask permission from the wife. We'll get you up there.
Okay.
And it's the only Arnold Palmer design course in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, at a country club at Whitmore.
Do you know how far it is? What do you play from? Whites, blues?
I play from either whites or blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have to make that happen.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I already and share another handle.
Absolutely. That's non-negotiable. Yeah, me and I exchanged numbers with Holly.
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah,
perfect.
So we'll get in touch with him or whatever.
No.
I also let him know that I got some like post-production stuff. If you guys need help, I can. help you out.
we have zero clue what we're doing. I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the show. I had the audio all messed up.
Yeah, I did not see.
Yeah,
I was over there
fake
messing around with the Gator players over there.
Yeah, people think I know what I'm doing. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't at all.
Well, you got the button. You got that Gator in them, so people really know. Got that Gator in them. That's what I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it. So you watch every Wednesday then?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Well, I don't watch Wednesdays. I usually watch between Wednesday night, Thursday. Like I'm in school right now up in Maryland.
Okay. What are you going to school for?
Well, I'm at Johns Hopkins going to school for systems engineering.
Oh, good
I'm
shit.
in the Coast Guard, so I do like.
Is the wife a big fan too, or no?
Big fan of what?
The show?
Nah, she listened to her like regular radio show, whatever.
We got to get her on board.
Okay,
we got to get her on board.
Power of persuasion is for real. You know?
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Jeremy, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I watch between a couple days, but I follow you guys
It's a
all
long
the time.
show, so I get that.
Yeah. Tell Cody to cut his hair, man.
He did. He got a haircut.
He got a haircut?
He was on the show
Shit,
today.
damn.
He's looking good.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So you watch Sunday Show too? Sunday Show too then?
Yeah, I watch all of them.
Oh.
I watch all of them. I'm a big Gator guy. Absolutely.
You're the man.
Yeah, man. Well, I won't take up too much of your
No,
time.
look, I really appreciate you waiting and being patient and hopping on the show. It genuinely means a lot for you to come by and say, hey, literally.
This is a dream come true, man.
No, I love it too, man. Like, it's cool. Like, I think, I know you, like, people are excited to meet me because you watch me, but I'm also excited to meet all of you guys. I see you in the comments. So it's just as cool for me too. So
absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'll get with Holly then. I'll meet up with you and we'll go play some golf.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you can stay at the house, whatever, man.
I love it.
At this point, you're like family now.
Yes.
I listen to you guys like family.
I'm glad we haven't returned you away with our nonsense.
No. It actually brings me closer.
All right, good.
Absolutely. Well, hey, man, I won't take up too much of your time.
No.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Genuinely.
Yes, sir.
You guys may know this guy, or you may not. Hey, I don't have the button. Hold on. Let me get the button. Hold on.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Hey,
yeah. There we go. Oh, wait. Where are we at here? Hold on. First time.
Yeah.
What up,
What's
Mr.
going
Steven
on,
Harris? How we doing, man?
Good, man.
How we feeling, baby?
Oh, awesome, man.
Hell of a day,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, my God.
It's not cool?
From the time I pulled up, I'm parked right here in the front.
Oh, is that you?
Right here, literally.
Is it
like
big?
on the sidewalk. Yeah, I said, hey, man, I need a spot. I got you.
You're rolling up.
Yeah, pulled right in the front. The guy was like, hey, I own this spot. He was like, it's Stephen Harris. Oh, he's like, all right, you can park. Nah,
I love it.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
And you're going to the game?
I'm trying to decide now, man. Dunlap's going down there.
You better go to the game. You better get your ass on the sideline, riding up.
Yeah, I know, man. I've been out here hanging out, man, having a good time. So
it's been fun.
Yeah, if I get to the sideline the way I feel.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, it might be a little too rowdy there. I don't want to get thrown out.
I've been taking shots with everybody, which probably wasn't the best idea. But
hey, you only get a couple Florida Georgians in your life, so
that's true.
Yeah.
And a couple Florida Georgians with
this
Gator
is my
legends.
first with the fans, so.
That's so, I was talking with Pouncey. It's like it's so cool. Like as a player, it's like it's a different experience for you guys, right?
Yeah, totally, man. It's just cool, man. Just the love. To see people smile and stuff like that, man, and them just tell us how we affected them. It's dope, man. So
sure. I think that's kind of what Pounds was saying, like getting to talk with the players and like realize again, like I'm telling everybody, like I grew up with you guys, so to sit here and have a conversation, like it's crazy for me. But this event, man, is just something special. The Florida Georgia, it's every year it's an experience. Obviously, we've talked about not getting rid of it. And I think, again, each week, every year we come here, you're like, yeah, why would you want to get rid of this?
No, man, you can't, man. The city's a beautiful city, you know. The people, you know, you got the orange and blue, the red and black, the fans, everybody's cordial, you know what I mean? It's early. It's still early, you know.
We're 2 hours away from kickoff.
Yeah, and the temperatures haven't started flaring. What we got in here? The champ.
250.
Let me see what we got up here,
250
man.
here. We got Harris says champ.
What we got? Sanchez, what's good?
David says Harris.
Young as Dave. David Soloquist, what's going on, brother?
And the perks of being a legend.
Young Zay. Yeah, how y'all doing, man?
Oh, I was like, who just...
Uh-oh. Look, they trying to shut us down.
Yeah.
I got hit by the Pouncies.
I got tackled by the Pouncies, brother.
Can I sue them for that?
Awesome stuff, man. This is a
Go Gators, baby. You know it. I hope you guys been enjoying it. Hey, smash the like button, man. And make sure you subscribe to the channel.
We got him tuned in, man. Champ's Corner.
Make sure you guys. Hey, listen. You gotta exit the chat. I understand y'all in the chat, right? But you gotta exit the chat. It's not gonna kick you off the channel. Just hit the X, exit the chat, hit the like button, and come right back. I'm right here.
I love it. I love how you're walking through it.
Yeah, play by play, because some people need, coach guidance.
Hey, that's Champ's Corner, you know. Hey, I've been watching the film. Y'all ain't liking it enough.
No, I had to do an assessment of how we do it here. You know what I mean? I had to review our tape. I do every night. I review if the show was good or not.
Our conversation. I realize that's a good point, because I don't know how it is for the viewer, like I guess liking it, but now I realize the chat blocks everything.
Yeah, you're right. So it's an X. You hit the X, but you're still there. Then you can like it, because it'll be like 500 people on there or something.
Yeah.
And only 100 likes.
And I don't get it.
Because they're still in the chat. They're like, where do I like it at? And I know that from.
I know some people watch.
Look, they hitting the like. They thumbs up. Y'all, you feel what I'm saying, right, guys?
My mama says thank you, champ.
Yeah,
she
She
loves it.
Because I'm 39, right? Almost 40. I shouldn't say that out loud, but but I understand. Some people, social media and stuff, and they just new to the podcast.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I didn't even think that there was.
And I imagine some people my age are following that.
There's a lot. A lot of the bull gators for sure, man. Who have you been able to meet you? Who have you been able to talk to? Like, how has it been for you as a former player, getting to talk to all these fans?
Oh, everybody, man. As far as the players.
No, I mean reunion, right? A little family reunion, but also talking to fans for you as well.
Yeah, but talking to the fans, man, is just dope, man. I got out of the car right here around the corner. I was stuck in traffic, so I just got out the car, saw a tailgate, tried to get me a beer. Introduced myself to a couple of people, but, man, it's cool, man. They've been rooting for us, so, it's only right that you show them love, you know what I mean? Anything I could do to make sure the fans are having a good time or show them my gratitude for all the years they cheered for us, you know what I mean? I'm appreciative, you know what I mean? I get to be a Swamp King, you guys. I got to,
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, again, like it's you guys are in a class of your own. I mean, you're always going to be Gator, royalty. Yeah. Any chance to get to talk to you guys about it, and it's awesome that I get to talk to you once a week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
So I talked to my dad about it too, kind of just like he watched the show when you were on, like that first when we broke down film. Yeah. And he's like, man, we get him to be on the damn staff.
Yeah, nah, man, I love the show, man. Like I told you before, man, I'm here, man. Whenever you need me, whatever we doing. I'm here, man. And my guys, they tune in. You know what I mean? They tell me, hey, man, I see you on the guy's show. And they're like, yeah, you're right there. So, they come over, show love, man. It's a great time, man. It's a great time, man.
Absolutely. How did your high school team do last night?
Oh, we we annihilated the team, but it was like a 63-16.
How did Isaiah do?
He had 3 touchdowns. I think he had 2 receiving. Took a kickoff back halftime.
Eating.
Yeah.
I think he's not getting enough love out there, man.
No, man. Look, he do his thing.
He's humble, man. He's very quiet.
But we have a great team though. And we spread the ball around. We have a great running back, Anthony Carey.
What year is he?
He's a senior.
Where's he going?
I think he was committed to Michigan, but he just had the coaching change right now.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where he's
stick.
going now still, but
Florida's open.
Yeah, I know, right? We got
Okay.
Bradell Richardson, sorry, wide receiver. He's going to UCF, dope wide receiver. He's going to UCF, say he want to set all the records there. So we spread the ball around pretty well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of talent then. on that team.
Defensive end, Solomon Williams. Right now, I think he's leaning towards Texas, but just depends. I'm not sure. Then we have a cornerback that's going to Clemson. A lot of talent everywhere, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah,
And you guys
yeah.
undefeated then?
We got one loss. We lost to a rival team by 1 point on the road. We were down by 7. With 9 seconds left, we scored. Went forward on 2 on the road, 1 inch short of the goal line.
Damn.
We'll see them in the playoffs this year. We got one more game in the playoffs.
Do a little redemption then.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be good stuff.
Hell yeah.
You got a prediction? I know we talked on Monday, but how has anything changed in your feeling of today's game?
Nah, man, we finna go smash, man.
I love it.
We finna go smash. We got the Gators in the building, man. Some of the guys are going down to the sidelines. It'll be good to see Dunlap down there. I know them guys respect them coming off a championship, winning the Super Bowl. It's dope, man. It's a good time.
I love it. We got Go Gators.
Go Gators.
You got that Gator in him. That's what I want to tell you. David says Stephen ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
I love it. And then what else we got? Big thumbs up. Our likes jumped up after you gave them the coaching.
Oh, there we go. Smash that like button, baby. The Pouncies keep tackling us.
Golly.
And they play offensive line, so I don't know how to keep tackling.
They're getting the pancake numbers up.
Pancake.
Let's see what else we got. 34-17 UGA. Fuck you, Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel, we're going to get the moderators to kick you out the chat.
$5 from Devil Dog. He says Shelton needs another drink or 10. I do not.
Hey, Shelton. Oh, man. We might got to do one, though.
We can do it.
Me and you, a small one.
We're going to do a small one. We have to. We have to.
Yeah,
I
just
agree.
cause.
Wally Gator.
Yeah, just because.
Wally Gator says Stephen Harris, number 93. Gator that left behind the legacy, not a highlight reel.
Hey, you already know. Big legacy.
Tony,
big on legacy, baby.
Tony says, let's go, Stephen. Let's go, Gator. Stephen Harris, my favorite guest. Much love, brother, from Justin Goodwin. All right, let's do a little one here.
Yeah, baby. Really, baby.
Hey, again, shout out to the Pouncy Bros for supporting, for giving us the alcohol here. Jeez, my knees. I'm not going to make it home, boys and girls.
Uh-oh.
This is how we're
and he talking about, am I going to the game?
That's good.
That's way better than the other guy.
All right, we're gonna close it out with this, Stephen. We're gonna ask you this question, then we're gonna take a shot,
right,
and then we're gonna hit the music, and then we're gonna say Go Gators and walk away.
Gotcha.
Buddy says, ask him his favorite Georgia memory.
My favorite Georgia memory has to be my redshirt freshman year. We beat the Dogs. I ran and grabbed the flag, and I ran around the whole stadium with it, and I planted in the middle. And I got a picture that I can always remember myself doing that. I don't know what made me do it, but I was excited. Red shirt freshman, got the ball. I also made the spread of Sports Illustrated with a picture of me tackling their fullback. It was a big-time fullback at the time from that same game. So, yeah.
I love it. Florida Georgia is an iconic weekend, boys and girls. We're here in Duval.
Hey, it's an alley. To hell with Georgia.
To hell with Georgia, baby. Fuck Georgia, let's go. We're in Duval, boys and girls. Go Gators. You guys have been incredible.
Baby.
Thank you for showing out today. I love all of you. Stephen Harris, the ultimate Champs Corner, the ultimate co-host for the weekend. New family, boys and girls. Wait, we didn't even.
Hey, I did.
You gotta pour another one. You gotta pour more. With the music's going, we didn't even cheers.
I got you. And now look, this is my favorite song too.
I love it. To Stephen Harris, to the Gators. Fuck Georgia. Let's go, boys.
Hey.
Never forget what it's like to be in the back bed. I'll show you what happens.